night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him, inside and outside, blue his house with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, I'll be dying, 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 I'll be dying.
If you can't, then it doesn't matter anyway. You will never understand it, cause it happens too fast. And it feels so good, it's like walking on glass. It's so cool, it's so hip, it's alright. It's so groovy, it's out of sight. You can touch it, smell it, taste it so sweet. But it makes no difference, cause it knocks you up your feet. You want it all, but you can't have it. Lying on the floor, so you lay down on it and you do it some more. You got to share it, so you dare it, then you bear it, and you deserve it. You want it all, but you can't have it. It's in your face, but you can't grab it. Afraid, a lie, a sin, it's magic, it's tragic, it's a loss, it's a win. It's dark, it's noise, it's a bitter pain. It's sad, it happened, and it's a shame. You want it all, but you can't have it. It's in your face, but you can't grab it. What is it? Let's say, what is it? Let's say, what is it? Let's say, what is it? Let's say.
Everybody, welcome to another episode of the Jumper Punch. A bit of a different one today.
The Formula One edition, is it?
This is the Formula One. You are a winner.
Yes. You two are losers.
When did you start following them?
When
This
since I
week.
was in my dad's
This
ball
week.
sack.
This
Yeah.
week.
This week. Yeah.
Good,
Just for
good.
this week. It's all
Good
right.
this week. I like the jacket, Mike.
It's all right. I'll give you a full tour of the house soon.
See, I
Helmets and everything. I know.
we
you
even got the
Italy,
red
got
for
red.
Italy.
Scenes.
Red for Ferrari.
I
The
love
Red
it.
Baron, the
That's
Red
it.
Machine is
We're
back.
back.
We're
Prancing
back.
horse.
We're back.
We're back.
We're not going to play round ball, but we're going to run that car
Play
around
four.
the track.
Bloody oath.
Four round tyres there. Scenes. Charles Leclerc.
There was a
Let's go.
There was another.
Let's
there was
go.
another sporting event this weekend.
Yeah.
You were there.
I was there.
How was it?
It was great for the first half of the day,
And then
and then after it was
it all
not particularly
great. Did you like the song at the start?
oh, it's
Very
pretty much-
indie.
yeah.
Did you like the name of the band?
Faith No
More.
Faith No
You
More.
reckon that's what's happened?
Oh, I think there's there's an inkling that was lost on the weekend. I think, but
Yeah, it
The
was.
plastic mannequins. That's what we lost.
We lost.
Yeah, we did. I reckon. Hey, now we'll see where
Next week.
where the Plastonians are. The Plasticonians are
The Plastonians.
next week
Oh,
because
yeah.
you got Easter.
Yes.
You got fucking
They
Buona,
won't turn up.
Buona Pasqua.
Yes.
Yeah, and we've come off a loss,
And we're playing Port.
and we probably won't have Crips.
Yes.
Unlikely.
Most likely. Even though there was news that he was doing all right.
Okay. All right.
Doing all right. That's how we'll leave it. That's how we'll leave it. But listen, life in Victoria, like when I was watching it, right, this
Yeah.
was the reaction of what was happening in watching this game on the weekend.
Excuse me? Naughty.
That was me at the Formula One trying to get a fucking drink.
That was us. That was us watching the game.
Yeah, that was definitely me
Pretty
watching
much.
the game.
After the
Definitely.
first 2 minutes, that was pretty much my vocabulary for the rest of the game.
Well, I was on my because after I finished calling the game, after I finished calling the VFL game, there was about an hour in between, so I went back to my apartment, which was only a couple of minute walk away from the ground, freshened up, got into the ground, and as I was walking up to my seat, we just kicked our second goal. I'm like, oh,
this
beauty!
is mate.
This is going to be
How
such a
much?
great trip.
How
Oh,
much?
you beauty, you beauty! And then
It all went to shit.
it did, yeah.
Well, not long after that, I had vision,
Yes.
right, of the train station of all the Carlton supporters. Yeah, let's have a
At
look
Carrara. Oh yeah.
Very often. Wow. Mass exodus. I can't even get on.
Where is this at 3/4 time?
That was, you know what? That was coming back
Have a
from
look at
the
him.
F1. That was all 140,000 trying to get on. Look at
That's
them.
ridiculous.
Like ants. Look at them.
Yeah. Where are they filming from up the top there? Where's that being filmed from?
That's probably the train station, isn't it?
I reckon they climbed on top of each other and
Yeah,
someone
who knows?
filming.
But that was it. That was
That was
was,
3/4 time, I reckon.
3/4 time.
I have a confession to make. I did leave before the final siren.
Did ya?
I couldn't hack it.
Ah.
I
Shit.
couldn't hack it.
Wow.
When did you give up? Like what? No, seriously. When did you say?
When we had a flurry of shots at goal in the third quarter, we had like 4 or 5 behinds in a
Yeah.
row, and then they sucker punched us and kicked the goal.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
they killed us. They killed us. Was it
finito.
any time in the last quarter where you thought if we get a bit of a run, we could
We
still
were
do
getting
this?
pumped, weren't we? It was like
No chance in
40
the last
points
quarter.
No,
down.
mate, you just knew. There was no energy.
Yeah.
You just knew from almost after quarter time.
Well, you were
really.
just hoping for like a Richmond, like just kick a flurry of 7 goals out of nowhere because
Yeah.
it was coming from nowhere. That it was just it. Oh yeah.
But I think there was more excitement around the Richmond game. There was a bit more. You could see we were,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
were
no, it
there
was
or
absolutely
abouts.
disgraceful.
Whereas that game, we just looked
Disgraceful.
Went up for it.
flat as a shit Carter's hat. Really.
Went up for it.
Yeah, it was not great.
They went up there.
No,
Thinking
listen.
they already had the win.
No.
No, I don't
They
think it was. I don't
Yeah.
think it was that.
I reckon
don't think
Martin went up there for a holiday.
I don't think
He was
it
on
didn't look
Carlton.
like one of
What
those
is it? What
performances.
Surface Paradise? He was fucking on the waves there.
Yeah, that was not good. Hey, listen, all around the world, reaction to the loss was terrible, mate.
Oh God,
Seismic.
Yeah.
seismic.
All right, sorry.
Ma come si fa? Ma come si fa? I nonni sono 13 anni, come
That's
si
proper
fa?
fucking. That's proper
Hanno
Napoli
aiutato
dialect too.
loro,
Yeah.
io non lo so.
They're watching.
Oh, yeah,
This is
yeah.
them watching Carlton.
Ma non lo so, voglio ma stiamo scherzando.
What you?
Ma che fai, mancini?
Ma che
Ma
fai,
che
Mancini?
fai? Che si fa maritare? Vergogna!
That's me.
Vergogna! Numero telecomando. Vergogna! Ti devo scorna! Di nuovo! Vergognatevi!
Vergognatevi.
Oh, giovedì mi metto a 90. Vergogna! Vergognatevi!
Vergognatevi!
Schifosi! Mandate dopo i supplementari.
The little kid.
Schifosi!
That was me at the time. But got ya!
For all the Australians, what was he saying?
I'd say a disgrace.
That was
Like
a
an absolute
disgrace. That was a disgrace.
Pathetic.
You should be ashamed of yourself. That's what that kid was saying.
Yeah.
The old man was saying a few more things.
That was proper Napoli dialect.
That
you
was
know?
the blue half of Italy. The red half, we've
Got a guest.
were
again.
cheering. There was flares out and everything, you know.
Yeah. That was all
Not
the
great.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's it. All the Ferrari people,
it.
that's it.
Yeah, mannequins.
So yeah, you know what? I need a coffee, man. Like, we've got to pep ourselves up here,
Melbourne
man.
Coffee Roasting
The
Company.
Melbourne Coffee Roasting
Yeah,
Company.
yeah, give it a little-
Suck it up. Suck it up. You need it, man.
No, you guys need it.
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah.
Oh, yours is a celebratory. Well, ours is a celebratory cup. I'm self-celebrating.
Hey, how we going?
Bloody oath.
Yes.
Labour.
Yes, of course, we still do the show after a loss. I know. 22-0. It's no more going to be 22-0. I realise.
Is that Joe on the phone?
Yeah, that's Joe on the phone. How you going?
We've got a
Must
visitor
be
here
working
too.
for
Shelby,
you.
come on out, you go.
Yeah, all right, let's get some coffees and a little bit peckish. Yeah, let's get some food here too. All right, thank you very much.
We just had a guest. We just had a little guest, a four-legged guest. Just
Yes,
crept
we had,
in.
that's a little Shelby.
Little
Shelby.
Shelby.
And today, they hired a delivery guy today.
The delivery guy is back on
Joe?
board, is he?
Not Joe.
Nah, it's not Joe.
Daniel.
Nah, it's not Daniel.
Dylan.
Hey, it's
Dylan.
Dylan.
Bravo.
Welcome
stuff, Dylan.
back. Good stuff.
That's it.
Good stuff.
And now goodbye.
How's this look? How's this look?
What do you? Oh, what do you got here? You got a
We
variety
got
of
some desserts here.
Got an
We've got
assortment.
a little bit of a manya there. That's a little
beautiful.
bit of pizza bread there.
Nice, good stuff.
Hey, listen, I reckon we polish this off today.
Oh, mate, don't really. Fuck.
It's just celebratory.
Not too much for me, mate.
He's all right. Yeah, just
I'll probably need it. Just
that's a
quietly.
heavy one.
Mas, that's it. A beer.
Jeez, that's got a bit in it. Will you go over the
I was
bottle?
going to whiskey.
Yeah? Should have put a straw in it and deck
Give it a
it.
bit of a whiskey.
Give it a whirl.
Here we go.
Ah, this one's full there.
Yeah. You can feel the weight of,
This one?
Yeah.
of the pamper piece.
This is the Ferrari one. That's the
Yeah.
Carlton one.
Cheers, biggies.
La bandiera Maranello.
Bella.
That is so strong.
Wow.
Jesus.
That was like the champagne we had down at Lygon Street.
Oh, that's pumped.
Need a chaser.
Melbourne, Kobe, and who else?
Marino Brothers.
Marino
Fresh
Bros.
fruit and vegetable in the business.
They are the best.
In the business.
They are.
The business.
Yes.
The
Marino
special
Bros.
business. Remember the old days? Oh, you don't remember the old days?
No.
The fruit and veg was the Italian business.
Correct.
A business.
The fruiterers were part of the.
I used to go with my old
Mafia.
man every
Yep.
Sunday morning down to Footscray Market. They ran the place, man. It
Oh,
was
Footscray.
beautifully. Yeah, it was Footscray.
Live around Footscray, or you just
Go
you ventured
there.
your
That's
way
where
down
you got
there.
your best.
Not like Coburg or
And
anything.
it's not like these days. You know, these days here, when you go and buy the veg, you're going to buy like 200 grams of apples and that.
Nah, just throw them in.
No. You want apples? A box of
Box.
apples. You're eating apples for a month. Box of pears, that's what you're going to eat for a month, man, because we got them cheap, mate. You want watermelons? 10 watermelons. We're going to eat them.
Good.
That's how it was, mate. I loved
Well,
it.
Paul doesn't.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Paul.
Hey, the vegetables.
You eat
Yeah,
the
vegetables
vegetables.
are
I'll smash the vegetables. Bloody
Nah,
hell.
but we had the garden.
Patates,
Patatas fritti,
pomodori.
Pomodori, broccoli.
melanzane,
Do you like broccoli?
Bloody hell, pasta broccoli. Beautiful.
Oh,
pasta
you like
fagioli.
broccoli.
Pasta
I like
fagioli,
fagioli. But I bet you I like something you don't.
pasta
What?
cecere.
Lenticchie.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
lenticchia.
God.
Oh, mate.
I
whoa.
love them.
I love lenticchia.
I love 'em.
When I was younger,
Ah,
Nah,
I
you
reckon
didn't
we-
like
for all the
you look at
Aussies,
it-
for all the Aussies, it's
Lentils.
pasta with lentils.
lentils.
Yeah.
Lentils.
But not just chucked in. Those
Nah,
nah.
you
cook
gotta do
like
it properly.
pulverised lentils, like with like
Yes.
800 tons of salt,
and garlic.
2 gallons of olive oil,
That's
just
it.
to go with it.
That's it. That was the
Mate,
best. Eh?
you know lenticchia. You know when I was younger, you'd look at it in the
Fuck,
plate.
I love
it looks like.
Nah, I love it.
Look,
Well, it looked like what Shelby leaves behind.
Bet you didn't matter.
beautiful, mate.
But-
it's so good. Oh, mate. Beautiful.
Mate, I'm gonna have some
All right,
after
let me
this.
test you on this. Later, so. Parmesan cheese on top or none?
No, I'll put parmesan.
Yes, yes, you got to put
yeah,
parmigiano. Wow, bravo, why you? Bravo, bravo.
Always.
All right, you want pure wog spec? They used to put, what about the breadcrumbs with the parmesan too?
Yeah, you can have
That's pure
breadcrumbs.
wog
Yeah,
spec
yeah,
too.
yeah.
That's the...
Remember Nono when he used to sit in the sunroom? He used to have the
big bowl.
blender. He used to have the blender with the. He used to get the.
Oh, my God, stop.
He put the bread in the oven and toast it, and then he'd literally be sitting there, and all you'd hear is he'd put the thing in with the plastic.
That's it.
That was
He'd
the
sit there
days.
for like 2 or 3
Doing the
hours.
bread,
just
doing the
do it.
breadcrumbs.
Yeah, bags of it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was
Because-
the best.
You know what's funny? Because this is how the wogs work, man. Like, you got food and you eat it, and then once you don't eat anymore, we've got to do something with it.
Correct.
Because
Can't
you've got to
let it go to
remember,
waste.
Italian food is peasant food.
That's
Yes,
correct.
That's right.
It's very, very bland, and it's whatever they can make out of it. Now, the thing that spins me out with the Australians, I love you Australians, but in the old days, bruschetta, right?
Bruschettias.
Yeah, wow, the bruschettis, right? When you make the bruschetta, that's because the bread went hard.
Yeah,
That's right.
So what do you do with it? You either make the crumbs for
That's
the
right.
cotoletta,
Correct.
That's right.
or
The
you add a
bruschetta.
little bit of oil, a little bit of
Tomato.
tomato, and you have it.
Correct.
Now, you go restaurant, you pay 20 bucks for
$20.
two. And
It's
we-
the same with the minestrone. The soup. It's all.
I had some tonight. Wow.
I love it.
Minestrone is beautiful. Oh, mate. Oh, God. Especially when you've got a little bit of,
Now, this is
affredore
all
with
the
cold.
products you can get from
Marino
Marino
Bros.
Brothers.
That's correct.
I'm
I'm
exactly.
telling you, mate.
And we're doing everything we can to not talk about the game.
Hey, listen, while you're there, right, let's all jump onto our YouTube station.
That's right.
Yes. The jumper punch.
The link is down
Subscribe.
below.
The link is down below. Get on there. This week's interview, forget about it. You want to see some...
Mate.
How do you say it when it's an interview that's...
You can't miss.
Can't miss it.
No, you
Or-
can't miss it, but it's not groundbreaking.
Explosive.
Explosive. It's an explosive interview this week.
Unlike Carlton.
Una bomba!
Una bomba!
Una bomba! And if you get on and you like and you do the bada bing, bada boom, you go in for the prize.
Yep.
You go in for the Buzz prize.
A hamper. It's a jumper punch hamper at
It's
the
a
end of the
jumper
year,
punch hamper at the end of the
basically.
day. Yeah.
Full of Carlton goodies.
Carlton
And
goodies.
jumper punch bull
And we're going to get...
goodies.
And also get onto the merch.
Yep.
Yep.
Now, look, we've been having a bit of a problem getting it on there for some reason, but we have been assured.
It's there.
It's
But
there.
it's just.
I'm
It's
telling you, we
just not on the
designed it, we've
website.
done everything, but it's still not up
there,
there, but
it's
it's
there,
there.
it's
It's
there.
no
Are we
one's
showing
fault. it's
pictures
there.
of it now, or do we?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
pictures
yeah.
have been on there. Don't worry, mate.
They've been hammering
Pictures-
you,
no,
have
they've
they?
been hammering it. Huh?
Have they been hammering you?
Yeah, but ask well, I want the market cats, I want the market cats, I want the hoodwinked, because the hoodwink is going to be a big seller this week. because
Correct.
Maybe,
Yes.
maybe
Maybe
there
we
was
have
a
been.
little bit.
Maybe we
We'll
have
see.
been.
Maybe
Had
Voss
the
has
rug pulled
hoodwinked
over
us.
our eyes as well, but
You know who was, because we got a selection of coaches, yeah?
yes.
Right. So, and there's coaches out there you don't even know, like in there, like they're just hidden in there, and they went out to do the press conference, right? Yeah, and he's one of them here. Have a look at this bloke here.
Trying to look, there's a little kitty cat in our kitchen. So I said, "What are you doing in here, little kitty cat?" By that time, the cat turns, tries to get back out. That scream won't go that way. Cat starts going, meow, all crazy. And I told our players, "You need to be more like a dog. We don't need a bunch of cats in here." Yeah, looking in the mirror. Do I look good? I got my extra bands on. I got my other shoes on. Be a dog.
Be a dog.
Be a dog.
That's how we got to be a dog.
How do you spell dog? D-A-W-G.
Yeah.
Dog.
Dog. Dog. Be a dog.
Be a dog.
Yeah, so that was coach. Yeah, coach.
Coach who?
That was one of the coaches. One of the coaches. I can't keep up with the coaches, but that was one of them. That was one of them. Angry. Hey, listen, throughout the show, we got some more angry coaches, man. I'm telling you, they weren't happy. Hey, listen, what episode?
30.
Number 30.
It's a big one.
3-0.
It's a bloody big one.
Huge.
It's a big one. We're going to start off with this bloke here, Ray Quinn.
Charles? Oh, Ray Quinn.
Ray Quinn.
We played a bit like
Charles.
Ray Charles. Ray Quinn.
Plowman.
33 to 35. Look at this bloke, mate. 4 games, 1 goal.
More than me. More than one of
Now,
us put together.
Ray never played in a losing game with an average winning margin of 8 goals.
Hey.
Far out.
Booked end his career with elimination of Essendon by 43 his first game and 63 points his last game. So he's a winner.
He is.
Mate,
He
He's
was
a
never a
multiple
loser.
winner.
you can't get any more winning than that.
The winningest.
the winningest player.
Can't. Would you rather play? Hey, this is a question without notice.
Okay.
Would you rather play 20 games and win a grand final, or play 300 games and never win a grand final?
20 and win a granny.
20.
No.
Go ask Marlon
Really?
Pickett. He's played 25 games, won 3 flags.
I'd rather have.
Nah, man.
No. Oh,
What
that's
it-
me. What do you mean, no?
Nah.
I'm telling you, me.
You play to win a flag.
Yeah, I know you play to win
Not
a
everyone.
flag, but you
Well,
also play to
everyone.
play. Huh?
Nah, man. You play to win.
No, yeah, I know you play to win, but if you can't win it, I think it's the whole thing of we've all played sports.
Yeah.
I love getting with my mates and playing. I know at the end of the day you win the grand final and it's really good, and I've won many, but I love going out playing with my mates.
How about,
Nah.
Well-
I play to win.
this is a one.
I know you play to win.
Every game.
I reckon the perfect example of this is, would you rather be,
Simpson or Marlon Pickett?
that or Nick
Marlon Pickett.
Nick Rewalt or Mike Pike?
Mike
Remember
Pike.
the Canadian, the Sydney Swan?
Yeah.
He
How
got
many
a fair
games did he
final.
play?
About 50,
50, 60, and then he retired.
Because he won it all.
I don't know. To me, I'd rather play.
Okay.
Like I want to. Don't
You
get me
want
wrong. I want to win.
longevity.
No, well, I love playing. I love playing the sport.
That's a
you know,
fair point.
I love being with mates. Players like, for example, Simpson.
Yep.
Right. He used to love training too. You know, he used
Yeah.
to go out there with his mates and train and play and that.
That's a fair argument.
Rowan Brown. Rowan Brown.
Rowan
83. He played in 83. 2 games, 1 goal.
Wonderful.
Who cares? Huh?
Yeah, he's got some side story.
Good on you, mate.
Deputy headmaster of Trinity Grammar
Oh, jeez.
Not bad.
was sacked for cutting a student's hair at the school photo day.
But he shave it.
He cut his hair because he reckons it was too long. And if you look at the photo, look at this mop on his head there.
And
he
he-
got sacked.
He got sacked.
Got
How can you get sacked for cutting someone's hair?
You can't touch a
You
kid's
can't
hair.
touch a
You
kid's
can't
hair.
touch a
Oh,
kid's
you-
hair.
Well, you're going to go and cut someone's hair.
And you get sacked for it.
Yeah, he's a kid, man. It's
Well, that was those days.
unauthorised.
Imagine these days.
Get put in
If you
jail.
even said, I'm going to cut your hair, they
Get
sack
put in
you.
jail.
But what if they had a stand? It's like, well, what about when they?
But
what
you
about-
can't do it.
You can't do it.
But you can't.
You can send him
You
home
can have
and
a
get a cut.
standard and say we'll suspend him or
Yeah.
bada bing, bada boom, right?
can't
I'm
say
having
that.
this issue just between me and you at my son's school.
Ah,
They probably don't like.
The mustache.
Yeah.
the shaving. I was going to say that.
The mustache.
They want you clean shaven.
They want you clean. That's
They
fair
didn't let
enough.
him take the photo.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
And I said, in this day where all this, like, the kids are having so much pressure and the identity sometimes comes down to, like, things like that, right? What are we doing here? And the other question is, right, and what is this show about today? And the other question
avoiding
is,
Carlton.
if it was a girl with a mustache, would they make her shave her mustache off?
No. No.
Just say it was a...
Next.
No one wants to answer that. All
I
right.
said no.
Oh, they wouldn't. There's no way they say it.
Next.
It's a good question.
It's a great question.
All right. The next player is A.
Vinny,
Vin.
wait.
Yeah.
Icon.
66 to 75. 153 games, 33 goals. Premiership player in 70 and 72.
One of my dad's favourite players.
Vinny,
Yeah.
wait. Chicha.
Win played in 4 grand finals, 69, 70, 72, 73. 3 against Richmond. Selected in his first game. Round 5, 1966 as a 17-year-old.
Wow.
Have a look at some of these. Now, I want you to look at some of this footage,
Big
man.
loping left footer.
Hey, have a look at this. Right, look at the mark first of all, but this isn't what I was amazed how good this bloke was. Look at the way he used to take on people.
Composure. Yeah, good
This is
composure
nothing.
for
Well,
that.
there's this other piece that I freaked out at. Watch this. I think it's the next one. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. One. Look at this. Shut up. Get out of the way.
Oh,
Move. Ball's
look at
mine.
him go.
Oh, he was Martin before Martin.
Yeah.
Where we?
I'm telling you. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this.
Oh, what a looping handball. It's about to fire out.
I'm telling you, the bloke was skillful
over the
and he used to
top.
take it on. Look at this. Watch this.
Talk
Bang.
bounce.
Bang.
The chiseler.
And he'll
Now
follow
watch
it up. He'll
this.
follow it up.
Mix it up,
He'll follow
yeah.
it up. Doesn't have an umpire.
Doesn't have it.
Oh, I didn't need to not have it.
Love it.
Keep going.
Hey, watch this next
Bro,
one.
is that Robert Walls?
Yeah.
It was Wallsy.
42.
Hey, watch this one here. Look, he's about to get the ball. Watch him look.
Fast.
Yeah. Look.
Oi.
Oh, there, I like that a
Jeez,
little
mate.
bit there.
Some
Hey, look at this
composure.
bit. See how he looks to the right and then gets the ball and handballs it? He's like, I'm telling you, he was ahead of his time, this bloke.
Got a good feint. Oh, yeah.
Bang,
oh,
this one he's
courageous.
gone. He's gone.
That's it.
He's gone,
Mate, got
arms
the
up, yeah.
motorbike hands.
But guess what?
He gets up and he,
He played
plays
the
it
rest
out.
of the game.
Yeah.
Played the rest of the game. Now, the bloke, listen, was a very good, tough, reliable and popular defender for the Blues. His legacy lives on with the Blues for his son, Jared, of course.
Yep.
Vin unfortunately died of a heart attack in 2003.
that was a real shock
Very
too.
sudden.
Real shock. Yeah.
Very sudden. And we hear about that.
We do hear about that.
We do hear about that. So that was our Vin, and so the Waits are very, very how do you say, blue blood represent.
It's a name with very, yeah.
So
you know,
so the next one naturally
held in
is-
high regard at our
Oh,
football club.
100%, man. And the
Regardless
people
of-
that played with him, because I've spoken to players that have played with him, and he was held in very, very.
I regard
I understand, yeah. It's a weight that it's a name that carries a lot of weight. Well, literally at our footy club. I actually didn't mean that.
Nah, listen.
I actually didn't mean
I
that.
was actually waiting all day for
punny.
that. Good pun. But of course, our feature is Jared Waite. 03 to 14, 184 games. This is for Carlton, and 252 goals.
I'm spewing. I miss this bloody.
Absolute
salty, but-
champion of a bloke. Yeah, and you were supposed to come and then work held you up.
Spewing. I miss this. He's one
I
of my
wish I could be at all these things,
He's
but I'm
one of my
working
favourite,
and
one
I'm
of
training
my
people.
favourite
so-
players. One of my
I'll-
favourite players,
I'll-
Jared Waite.
I'll take the burden.
It's all right. You can interview them all.
I'll
it's
take
fine.
the burden and interview these great players.
This is the luxury of you having done all the hard yards.
That's right.
You know,
You've done your hard
you've
time,
done your hard
that's it.
time.
Look, there's plenty more to come. There's plenty more to
You are
come.
the
But we've
man.
got some big ones coming up too. This damn floor. So anyway, here's the video. Watch this. And here we have him, Mr. Jared Waite. How are you, mate? How's things?
How are you, mate? Going well?
Mate, thanks for joining
No worries.
us on this episode 30. Do you believe it's episode 30?
Doing well, boys. Doing
I
well.
love it, I love it. So what we do is we get the best of the 30s and come on.
Yeah.
I know, this has to be you, mate.
Oh,
doesn't
surely
it?
not.
It
Surely
has
not.
to be you. All right, I'm going to tell you some stats here.
Yeah.
244 games. 184 were for Carl. We'll talk about that later, mate. 377 goals. You love the goal, huh?
Yeah.
You definitely love the goal. All right, all right. And you are the record holder for Carl. You are the...
For number.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
number 30, the record
Got the old
holder.
boy.
Yeah, you got the old boy. Well, we'll talk about the son of the great Ben Waite. He was a 70 and 72 premiership player, correct?
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
All right, tell me, how is it being the son of a famous football player and then growing up and playing like footy?
Yeah, it was obviously when I initially got to Carlton, it was very exciting. His number was on the locker. We used to have all the old photos up, so he was there. When I was younger, I didn't really probably realise sort of the career that he had. To me he was just dad. So, but then it was probably once I got older and then obviously once he passed away, sort of cherished it a hell of a lot more. But yeah, loved. Obviously, when I got to the club, I was pretty keen to try and get the number 30, and so yeah, it sort of all worked out. But yeah, no, it was it's definitely something that we've both been proud of. Early days, I was.
100% he would have been stoked, man.
Yeah, I hope so. So yeah,
I reckon he was. Man.
After I played my obviously first game, my goal after that was obviously to play some good footy, but to get the name on the locker. So that was a really proud moment for me and the family. So yeah, it's really nice to have
I don't
both
have to
of us on
ask.
there.
You always Carlton supporter, right?
I sort of when I was growing up, I sort of rebelled a little bit. A couple of cousins went for Essendon, so I sort of went for Essendon, and then once I sort of got 14, 15, I just love watching footy. But but obviously now, like I love my time at Carlton, and it's probably where we barrack for now. And you know, I had a really good time at North, but my sort of roots lie within Carlton. So yeah, I love. Like I said, it's probably where I knew I'd always come back to Carlton, and all the kids in that go for Carlton. So yeah,
of course,
it's
you're
exciting.
doing a good dad thing, mate. This is what we need, mate. We need
Correct.
as many people out there. Now. I love
We
it.
do.
I can't believe Essendon. Anyway. So you get recruited. Selection for were you father-son?
Father-son, yeah.
At 46.
46,
They
third round.
didn't think too much.
Well, back in the day, it was a third round draft pick. That was it, I think.
Oh, was
I
it?
think Gary Ablett Jr. went around the same too.
Oh, there you go.
There was no. Now it's all about the
Like they-
compensation, and you know. So I still claim that I would have gone top 10.
No.
But
that's what I'm thinking, man.
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, man.
I probably wouldn't have got drafted, but yeah, obviously we really. So I knew I think it was about a week before the draft that I knew Carlton were going to take me. So
Was it anyone else talk to you?
Oh, I had a couple of letters, I think, from West Coast and someone else, but no, it was never a sort of any other option for myself.
Which was good for us, man. Good for us. You played your first game, so you get drafted in 01, but you don't play for a whole year.
Nice stat. I was the only bloke on the list in 2002 not to play. We finished, I think we won the Spoon that year, so they can't blame me for that one. That was the first one we'd won.
That'll teach you.
Yeah, well, we probably had a couple after that. But anyway, so I wasn't ready to play. I was a chance to sort of play around 22, but I didn't get selected. But it was probably a really good thing because it put probably that fire in my belly, and sort of went away and probably had a couple of weeks off, and then started hitting up the gym. I knew that I was light, so I had to put on a couple of kilos. I think I trained with Brett Thornton pretty much every day at a local gym in Brunswick, Doherty's, and I think chucked on about 10 kilos.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I needed to do. I was a really light kid when I first got down here, and I just would have been absolutely murdered if I had played. And you know, had a really good pre-season. Dennis came along, and you know, he embraced me as a player, and so yeah, and I was lucky enough.
All right, how's that?
Big weighty.
Just a little bit of a snippet of what's the calm. He talks about the old man there.
Yeah.
What it meant to him, you know. So you saw that. He talks about growing up.
Carlton.
Well, not so much growing up, Carlton, but growing up under like a champion father. You know, only a few
the
do
son
it.
of a gun footballer.
Yeah, and
I think too. There's always going to be. I think there's always been that little bit of bitter taste in the mouths of Carlton supporters that he left because he's such a.
So there was a couple. I
figure.
got a couple of messages saying, "Oh, you know, he'll never be forgiven for leaving," but
I think
right?
you can.
No, of course you can.
Definitely
like you got to
can.
think people do things for a reason, you know. And all I'll say is you have to watch the interview because I asked him directly why he left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he tells us, right?
And you can
you'll
catch
be
that.
on
The jumper punch.
that jumper punch. You catch it.
YouTube
Trust me,
channel.
you don't want to miss this
Go and
one.
watch it. It's
He
grouse.
goes through that. He goes through going to North. He goes about the coaches, and it's very, very. And he talks a lot about the dad, how much he meant to him. He talks about when he dies.
Yeah, it's.
And he gets pretty emotional about it. So I would definitely catch up with this. So listen, I'll tell you now, he's true blue.
Oh, mate, absolutely.
100%,
Absolutely.
man.
Of course he is,
And
mate.
I'll
Of
give you a
course he
little
is.
snippet. It broke his heart.
Yeah, mate, of course.
He broke his heart.
yeah.
So watch the interview and you'll see that. So I'm like just privileged that I actually got to speak to the bloke, you know. So that's, yeah. So everyone get on there. Get on there. Hey, listen. Still a little bit angry about like what happened on the weekend. Right, we actually got some news. We just got word there is another press conference.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go get this
wow.
on.
How can you go in front of my wife? My wife can score more than 2 buckets on 11 shots because I know my wife will at least shot fake 1 time. But those guys aren't listening. They're uncoachable right now.
What was that? Sorry.
His wife could score more than our players did, but they just don't care.
No.
I'm telling you, man.
care.
Don't care.
Don't care. Don't care.
We're
Hey,
also
listen.
happy that you just Mortine the shit out of that fly.
No one was supposed to see
That's
that.
been there for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's the same fly.
3 weeks.
It's been growing.
He's living on the leftover food.
He's having the bruschetta.
A bird. It turned into a bird that was that big. Far out. Did you feed it?
I'm telling you, mate.
Bigger than me.
Fuck. Anyway, we're here for a reason,
We are here for a reason.
and we're here to do this. This is a perfect name for the segment, the wild world
Wild
of Carlton.
world of Carlton.
Beautiful.
Hey?
Worlds are colliding.
Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at
Carlton.
that. Yeah, that boo.
8-14-62 versus the Sun 13-14-92. McKay kicks 2. Mackay, sorry. Mackay kicks 2. Cripps kicks 1. Curnow, De Conning, Fisher, Hewitt, Owies. Now, before we go on, 120 minutes of football we play. Yeah?
Yeah.
We kick 2 goals in the first 2 minutes, kick 6 goals in the last 118 minutes. Put that in perspective.
You just did. Yeah.
Inside 50s, 64-48, of course, in their favour.
Yep.
Hit outs, 19-52. Look, it's a bit expected that, but this isn't the other one. I can't believe this one here. Stoppage clearances, 16-30.
Yeah, that's a smashing.
We were supposed to smash that midfield.
Yeah.
Supposed to, yeah.
So,
The one area of the game that hurt us too was tackles inside 50. We only had what, 2?
2?
Was it 2 tackles inside 50, which is
for the
complete.
whole game.
While the 2 facets of the game that
2.
we've been so good at in the first 3 weeks just completely waned away. Our stoppage clearances, our tackles inside forward 50.
Yep.
And,
Everything.
You know, our team defence was sort of, you know, picked apart against Hawthorn, or by Hawthorn, and was just torn to shreds by
Torn to shreds.
Gold Coast.
They destroyed us.
They destroyed us in every part that we thought we were strong at.
I think.
Now, I understand that
Yeah.
Peter Ned was out, right? And he was going to bully us wits because he's
Wits,
like
yeah.
8'9".
And he's
right?
probably got 30 kilos
Yeah,
on the
so you understand. But don't you as a team, right, have to work your way around that? All right, so he's going to win the... You should have known that before.
But surely they would have trained like that, learned to adapt without your
That's
main
what I'm saying.
ruckman.
You know your main ruckman's not there, so you know you might be losing that. So how are we going to counter this?
Yeah, correct.
They didn't.
It was poor. As soon as Cripps went off, no one. There was the only midfielder to stand up was George Hewitt.
Yeah,
Who did his job all night, and mate, he hasn't had a bad game all year. Hasn't had a bad game all year.
Been
I was super disappointed with Adam Chera and Matt Kennedy.
Yeah.
The fly's back.
He's back. He
I
didn't
think it's
get it.
Levi Casbolt.
The
It's
roach.
Levi Casbolt. You're spraying it and it's still alive.
We got the
He's got
road.
wings now. Nah,
Yeah.
they were horrible.
It was just. I don't know if I'm like at the game. I was furious.
No, we should
When I was at the game, I was ropeable. Right, I was like, yeah, it was not good look, not good listening, not good viewing, not good anything.
Nothing.
But I think after, when I look back at it and I thought, well, am I angry? Am I upset? Am I disappointed? I'm probably all of those things, but I'm sort of optimistic at the fact that we've put some credits in the bank early.
Yep.
At 3-1, and you talk about in-game margin for error. When you skip ahead, you've left yourself some margin for error, later in the piece. And I hope that that's the case with with this game.
Yeah.
I don't like how we got walloped by them.
No, we did
It's like as soon as they cut off the corridor, finished.
bad.
Finished.
We didn't
We
have
went
that.
back to Teague 2020.
Oh, it was.
It pretty much was.
It was Teague, but
And
no
well-
tackles inside
And
50.
we've been saying this
Yeah.
for the whole, pre-season. You're going to have games where they're going to revert back to their old ways.
Yes.
Old habits.
Because when you're under pressure and you start losing, what do? You go back to your old ways, And that's it's exactly what happened.
Just bomb down the line, hope
Mate,
for a mark.
not even
high.
deep bombs. They were just. We saw that in the intro. That one from Martin when he gets it off the half-back line.
Oh, my God, mate. I went ballistic at the ground at that.
That was like...
He went too fast.
He went too fast
went
and then
too
he
fast.
kicked it in the middle. Like there was no
No one.
direction in the kick. There was no direction in the kick.
I don't understand why Harry and Charlie played so deep. Was that a directive? Were they just not...
Separation, one up and one come up.
Yeah, they-
But we've looked so much more dangerous when they're getting up the ground. Look,
that's right.
Bulldogs. The Richmond game, they didn't do much because they were so deep. Granted, they were playing against two good defenders, It just and the Bulldogs
The
game.
mind
Look, the
boggles
Bulldogs
you.
game, they got on top because they're allowed to get on top because the Bulldogs don't have any small, any tall defenders. Sorry,
That equality
my worry is that we're doing this.
off a cliff. Hopefully not.
The danger signs
Look,
were there against Hawthorn.
Well, they were there against the Bulldogs too in the last half.
They were really there in every game.
Bar the Richmond game where I thought we were like
Competitive
I
for
thought we were
most of the games.
consistent.
And then
But
we broke
the Bulldogs
away.
game, I thought
We felt
after that half
awful.
time it turned around, and then the Hawthorn game was like 2 quarters and a half, and then Sunday was just.
my
Look,
worry-
I'm not that. Like I'm not.
I'm worried because it's the Gold Coast and they picked us apart.
Yeah, but I'm not that worried. I think it's all about next week.
Yeah.
So it's all about how we react to this. What are we going to do?
My
with
issue
it?
as well is what about the response on game
On the
day?
game, yeah.
When it's not going your way,
When Cripps goes down, well, who stood up? What?
Like, I kept waiting for someone
All
to
right,
stand.
Hewitt, but
apart
isn't
from
Kennedy meant to?
I will. There's that darn
I'm
bloody
telling you, eh?
fly again, mate. Fucking get the Mortine. Someone get the bloody.
No, I'm going to
Mortine.
get it. I'm going to get
You're
it.
going to come on me. Anyway, I think the problem too was that look, we went in at half time and we regrouped, right?
Just hold it in your lap. Have it on there ready.
Where is it?
Yeah, sorry,
It's
keep going.
David. Where'd it go?
It's right next to your leg.
Is it?
Far out. Yeah, if you're listening on Spotify, we're just get Mate, this thing is Casbolt. Actual Casbolt. As I said, if you're listening on Spotify, we're trying to get
Every
a fly.
time you spray it,
get
it
it,
gets bigger.
Just do it. Don't worry, just spray there.
Not on the food, otherwise we'll get poison. Here.
All right.
Here.
Go, just take it. Oh my God. Far out, actual Casbolt. 45 out.
I know, this is great TV, mate. This is great TV.
Anyway,
I'm going to
keep going.
fumigate the rip.
Keep going.
Now we're not only we're drunk, now I'm bloody stoned.
Anyway.
This
at half time, we go in, we regroup.
because you were there first
We're
of all.
14 points down, and I thought, look, for how poor we've played, we're only down by 2 and a bit goals.
Yeah, that's
And
what I was
it's,
thinking.
It's savable. The game we can, if we can make our move in the third quarter.
Yeah.
And I was with a good mate of mine, Jackson Fry, good old Jacko, big fan of the show as well, by the way.
Jacko!
And I turned to him and I said, look, I go, we're going to get our chance. I go, it's the Suns. I go, we're going to get our chance. We made our move in the third quarter. We had 5 or 6 shots on goal in a row, and they're all points.
No return.
See, when you have that 5 to 10 minute patch of momentum like we did in the third term, if you did what we've been doing in the first 3 weeks and go bang, 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 scoreboard pressure's on them.
That's right.
We couldn't do it.
No.
A lot of teams.
Look, it's going to happen. It's going to happen,
So
right?
that's why I'm not too worried.
Look, Matt, look. I don't know, you can't. It's apples and oranges. But Melbourne last year, they lost to Collingwood and Adelaide.
Yeah, of course.
Who were bottom 4 teams.
No, it's going to happen. It's about how we respond. I'm worried about a few little things, right? I do not like this kicking around the corner. I know it works at times, but I'm telling you, it's going to get us in trouble.
Well,
in the big games, you watch one day, it's going to get us in trouble.
What about after the siren? You can't.
Well, you can, but you can't.
You can't go past the mark.
Yeah, you can step back, but you can't go past the guy on the mark.
Yeah, you've got it. In actual fact, you can't kick. So wherever the mark is, you can't kick before, not even before.
No, it's 2 steps.
You have to kick on them. So wherever the mark is, you can go back, and when you kick it, it has to be on that mark.
Yeah, correct. Right. Yes, exactly.
But what I'm saying
is, you can't go like 25 metres. Like you can't go there and then run it up. No, you can't. No, you can't.
I think you can.
Nah,
I think you
can.
As
long as you just land on the mark again.
That's correct. As long as you land on the mark, because Revolt did it. Revolt did it.
But that's not the issue. The issue is it's going to get us in trouble, and it did. First of all, I know it's been working. Everyone goes, yeah, great, mate, he's been kicking it. McKay tried to kick some of them for 85 metres, mate.
He was 50%, one from 2. Yeah.
Then the other thing with Curnow, I know he feels comfortable doing it, but take your time for crying out loud, mate.
Rightly, we missed it, and he rushed it.
Oh my God!
He rushed it. He rushed it.
Like,
and I tell you, if I was the opposition, right? This is simple, man. I know he's going to do it every time.
Yeah.
I know. So soon as he marks that ball, I'm ready to cut his space and make it difficult for him. They're going to have a player there. You watch.
Yeah, on the side.
They're going to have a player ready. All they have to do is just get into his vision just to put him off. You don't even have to get near the ball. Right? Take your time. It also gives the team 30 seconds.
He got done by the Mortine, not Casbolt.
You make a man.
You got more water?
Yeah. God, the Mortine's got me.
Yeah.
Just hit me at the back of the throat there.
I don't know. It's the new norm, Rocco.
I know it's the new norm, but, you know, like, look, just like it did on the weekend, it's going to get us into trouble. I don't bloody like it. Hey, listen.
Look, not results aside, but I think, and we just said it before we went and put everything on, we got the little fixture here, the big whiteboard we've got.
Yeah.
If you had gone through all those games prior to that block of 4, who was a game that you'd have picked out that you'd have penciled in with a win?
Gold Coast. But we do this every year.
Every year?
You can't, though.
I know.
I don't think you do. You just can't.
We do it every year. Every time we go there and we should win a game, we don't.
Would you have taken 3 and 1?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
But what happens, this is a moving line in the sand, whatever the way you want to describe it.
But it's the way you lose, too.
Right?
Yeah.
I would have taken that at the start of the year, right? But at round 3, my things are different now. My goals are different now.
Absolutely.
So we change it.
The goalposts changed, don't
Right. So that's right, the goalpost. So now, that 3 and 1, yes, I'll take it. Of course I'll take it and we move on. But I'm not happy with it now.
they? Neither am I.
Well, because the team that you've come up against, what's happened to them, and how we've performed so poorly.
Yeah.
It's not like we lost like on our own accord.
We got, look, there's no way to look at it. We got
slaughtered.
smashed.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 100 points, but it's like, but it was like 40 points for most of that game. Then we got back, and then it was.
We were never in it. Apart from the start, we were never in that.
Why do you think we're not as angry or as upset as we have been in the past?
Because we're just satisfied with the three wins we've got.
Yeah.
So we're just satisfied now that we got the 3 wins. We win next week, everything's back on board, or even we lose next week, and then we're 3 and 2.
I think the beauty about, and I kept harping, the beauty about having a winning record after 4 rounds is you can just go back, sit down, and just and reset. You're not playing chasey.
No.
You're not playing catch up.
Yep.
Just sweat the ledger.
You're not playing catch up.
Well, this is the whole thing. It's all about, don't worry that happened. That shit like that happens. Shit like that happens. You lose games. You lose games, you lose them badly. We lost the captain, we didn't have Pitts. I reckon there was a few selection problems. You know what I mean? Pitts goes out. I don't understand the Fogarty coming in. I don't understand.
Yeah,
We've got this beast.
Do we have somebody in the... Oh, we've got...
Murphy.
I don't care, man. We get the biggest for the smallest. Like, you knew that this bloke was going to dominate. But anyway, that's what the issue. So this shit happens. I don't care. I care about what happens with Port.
Well,
now you do.
Yeah.
Now
It's
you
all
do.
about,
Yeah.
because it's about how
They respond.
how we respond.
Do you
now,
think there is were there signs in that Gold Coast game that worried you enough to think that this team is just nowhere near
yes.
ready yet?
You know why?
Yeah.
Because my whole thing always is about leaders. And Cripps this year has stood up as the leader I wanted him to be, right? On Sunday, who stood up?
In the midfield?
No.
Anywhere. Well, we had a couple in the back,
Other
you know,
than Hewitt.
Doherty
Doherty.
stood up, all right, fair enough. But in the midfield where we need it, because that's where we were getting smashed, who stood up?
Aside from Hewitt,
Hewitt,
really,
no one.
no.
Yeah.
Kennedy and Chera just disappointed me so much.
Well, Chera, that's 2 weeks in a row. Now, I love the bloke, but that's 2 weeks in a row. You get 3 weeks in a row.
Games like that is where you should take your opportunity and go, all right,
100%.
fuck,
Granted,
here I know.
he hasn't even played 50 games yet.
No.
Still,
No,
it's no
yeah.
excuse.
Still young. Young.
Inconsistent
thereabouts,
performances are
but-
going to happen, but
we've seen Walsh jump up and do
yeah,
that
what have you
weekend.
made of his
No, well,
return?
no, it's been workhorse, but it's not
industrious,
Walsh.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still got his 28 possessions, whatever he got.
You probably don't notice it as much because there's more crammed in there
He's
now.
definitely not what he was last year, and I reckon it was the injury coming back. You know, he's trying to
Bit
fit.
scratchy, isn't he?
Bit
I'll
scratchy,
give
yeah.
him-
Yeah.
You'll see something the next couple.
Oh, mate, I have 100%
you know what it
faith
is
in that
though?
bloke.
Has he kicked a goal yet? No.
No.
I don't think so.
You want him kind of pushing up into the
Yeah.
forward line because that's he gets
We
those
saw it
goals.
against the Dogs where he burst out,
yeah,
and,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and that's what I was hoping to see.
Yeah.
Just didn't see it.
Nah,
it just
they
looks so
were
flat.
fumbly.
But that's where you need Kennedy to come in and help fill the void of Cripps.
How flat did they look?
Bad.
There was no.
Intensity,
Usually, even
intensity.
like when Charlie kicks a goal, or
Everyone
like,
gets up and
you know,
about,
like
yeah.
Charlie gives it.
It was
there was
an
nothing.
It was
They got
an
smashed.
And even look, I don't want to. This is me saying this without seeing. It's picking out bits and pieces, but when I saw Cripps on the bench on the sidelines after
Drop
he'd
the
come
head.
off, like he looked like he looked defeated.
Yeah.
I know he's the type of player like he would have just been itching to.
It was.
He would have wanted to throw himself
burning,
out
of
there,
course.
right? But like that's your moment there on the bench. It's like, okay, I need to be the best person possible
For these boys.
on this
Yeah.
bench. I need to.
Like
look,
when somebody comes off, no, keep going.
Yeah,
I'm sure he was.
Nah,
but just the camera pans that I saw of him were like, and then there was a missed one, and he went like that, and
He did too, yeah.
My most.
He was symbolic of
Of the
how we
team.
played on the day. You know,
100%.
looked tired, a bit sore, a bit defeated. You know,
My gripe right now, and has been for 2 years.
20
Nicky.
years.
He has a new nickname too.
what's his
Oh.
what nickname?
We just mentioned him, and now we're going to mention him again.
No, we haven't. Billy Ray Martin.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I said about
The one
Martin
that
Billy Ray
missed
Cyrus.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Billy Ray Cyrus.
Billy Ray Cyrus, summer of '69, a one-hit wonder. That's what Martin is right now.
Don't break
He's
my
played
heart.
Don't
one
break
good
my-
game.
and he is breaking our heart.
He's played one good game. That
Pretty
Richmond
much.
game, the first one. Other than that, what's he done?
And even when
And
he
he
played
gets his
against
old
Richmond,
mob as well.
like 1 quarter. Oh, you know,
He gets his old mob. I thought, give something.
just
Fuck that
fumbly,
gutsies.
dropping marks, not
Nothing.
getting those goals that we needed. You know what I mean? He just looks worn out. He's not running into
But
the
how? He
right
had a
position.
full pre-season, did he not?
Yeah, he well,
And he had a week off in between.
he did have. I think he did have a head knock or something like
Yeah,
that.
whatever. But
He's been
far
one of
out,
the most
he's been shit.
disappointing, high
Highly
picks.
touted
Highly paid player.
recruits and
He has had
yeah.
he's had look. Granted,
been
the last
injured,
quarter,
alright, yeah,
the last
whatever.
quarter against Richmond was
That was it.
great.
Yeah, but all right, one moment. But where was his moment?
2 moments he had there.
Outside of that, he's done. Look, well, what happened
Sweet
Sweet AF.
against the Bulldogs? He was out with the vid.
Yep.
He was a sub against Hawthorn, and he's come back in against.
But even if you go back to last year, he hasn't done anything.
Look, my crosshairs are on him, definitely.
Nah, I'm on him.
But
I think there's still
burnt
something
me.
there
I'm
for him this year.
disappointed.
But do
I
you
still
give
think
him
there's
more of a
something there.
chance because of what you
Think he
know
could be.
or think that he could do? Because if that was anyone else, he would not get a game. No way. Come on. That's Plowman. No way you're keeping him
I
in.
wouldn't be against giving him a stint in the seconds for a
man.
week or two.
Especially if we're getting, and
Wouldn't be
we'll
against
talk
it.
about the reserve, especially in the reserves, if a couple of those players are doing well for 2 or 3
played
weeks,
120
that block of...
He's played 126 games of
No,
footy.
he's no mug. He shouldn't be no mug.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's an established player. You know, I think
the
himself,
guy-
he knows he's playing like shit.
Let me tell you, the guy to come in and take that spot, he's waiting in the ranks, and everyone's forgotten about him. But he's going to be playing in the next 3 weeks, hopefully. Well, he's going to be playing next week in the reserves, from what I hear.
Not cunt, no.
Nah, everyone's forgotten about him.
Honey.
Reto
Honey.
Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I know. Why isn't he playing?
He's coming back.
No,
he's
coming
dead.
back from that
Yeah,
little,
yeah,
that
he's
little
dead.
knee off.
Yeah, that's right. He's
No, but we even mentioned him at the start of the year. He's one of the players, you know.
He's on it. I
He's a
like him.
dynamic,
He's an X factor.
dynamic man.
He's
And
one of my favourites.
if his form, when he comes in, his form's good, I'm telling you,
Yep.
man, we
Yep.
have to be a side that if you're not performing,
You're out.
You're out.
Bad
you
luck.
have to be like that.
Now, as you said, we'll get onto this in the reserves, but
Yeah.
You have to.
There-
You have to
there
be
is-
a couple. There's
I'm
a couple.
still a little bit I know we lost, and you know how vehemently against we are.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how ruthless we
Yeah.
are with all that. And I'm never accepting that, because that performance was disgusting on the weekend.
100%.
It was disgusting, right? Terrible. But I'm still optimistic with what we've shown in the first 3 weeks. But then I also am a little bit cautious, because I think have teams maybe
Found this
figured us out. You shut the corridor off with Carlton, and they don't know how to use the width of the
Yes.
ground.
Well, you're worried that's what's happening.
Well, I think we brought
So-
our last 2 quarters and a half
I think
from Hawthorn.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think with that
100%.
midfield,
100%.
I think with that midfield though, they're going to win the stoppage game.
Yeah, more often
than not,
Yeah,
which
of course.
which is okay. But the beauty about it is that they can continue to work on what they've been doing under
There's
the
no
new coaches.
slouches. I don't think there's no slouches in there.
No, there are. There's no
They're
slouches.
good-hearted,
No,
midfield.
and
They're
listen,
good players.
I've said this, and I think we've all said this. Look, it takes some time to get
does.
this game plan, man.
I reckon 1 year. I reckon
course.
you'll see it come.
Of course.
What is it? The fruits or what is
Yeah,
it?
the fruits of the labour will bear.
Bear
will bear
fruit.
fruit.
Bear fruit. I think
bear
next
fruit.
year.
Yeah.
I think this year's a more
100%.
learning. It's a more learning
Because
year. With
at the end of the
box and
day,
that.
they've still got the Teague game plan in
It's
there.
there.
Mate,
still
it's
there.
muscle memory.
Yeah.
Right? And all of a sudden now, Voss has done a great job. But to learn anything just takes repetition. You've got to keep doing it and keep doing it and put yourself in that position and then get out of it with the new, new bloody style that you've learned, and then do it again, and then it gets better and better and better. This time, I thought last week I said it was a good win because I thought we held on and it was good. We showed something. This week we failed. We were put under pressure and we failed the first hurdle we tripped over.
You know what my concern at the moment is? The 2 games we've gone in as favourites, we've just got over the line in the first, and then the second, when the expectation was on us and we had all the momentum, the wheels fell off, man.
Bad.
In that game. And my issue too...
Teague's gift came back.
And I tweeted for that the other day.
What'd you tweet?
I said that game was eerily similar to the 2012 game against Essendon when Carazzo went down with the shoulder, crips the hamstring.
Yeah.
3-0. Now we've lost this game. Look,
I'm expecting
yeah.
this week, mate, that first 15 minutes, I want to see
out of the block.
carnage.
Yeah,
I wanna see
but not
carnage.
even just that. I just want to see I want to see a team, and I want to see us be much smarter tactically. Because I honestly think Voss has been outdone the last 2 weeks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yes.
Mitchell if Mitchell had a bit more experience in that team, they would have won
Potentially.
that game.
Oh,
Think
absolutely.
about it.
Absolutely.
2 points the other way, and we will be talking completely different now.
Look, I know, but it's the Italian saying, if my grandmother had wheels, she would have
I
been alive,
understand,
you know?
but what I'm saying is that it's
No, correct.
very fine
But
between
margins, yeah.
how much what we're saying he's good and could potentially be a disaster.
Yeah.
So this week is huge because I think, especially this week, he got our coach. But remember, the Gold Coast coach,
Stuart Dew.
he's now experienced.
Yeah, of course.
All right, so he hasn't got this experience, so he got absolutely... And I didn't really see anything happening there with the moves. Now, I'm no technician, you know, where I can bloody work stuff out. But I don't know, man. I don't know. There wasn't much getting done there.
They did. Well, they had to pull the cogs.
At the end.
Well, prior, before the game even started, because... And that was my issue. My issue was that, okay, well, Piternet's being plucked out.
Yeah.
That means Jack has to be grabbed from his
Half
pure forward role
Yep.
to pinch hit in the ruck.
Yep.
It means the Conning is going to have to go away from spending 50% of time or however much time he spends up
70,
forward
80.
to being the sole ruckman. And it means that Harry and Charlie don't have the support of Jack being the main outlet as a lead up.
I'm telling you, the whole structure...
And that was what concerned me, right? And then I looked at the way Gold Coast suffocated us in the corridor, and our fascination and continuation to be able to continue to try and go through there and through there and through there and turn the ball over and muck it up, and then be hurt the other way. You know, I don't believe in that. Oh, the coach doesn't have a plan B,
He
but they've all got
does.
plan
Nah,
Bs.
it's not
They
about
got
the
plan
plan
B,
B.
C,
You've
D.
got to adapt to the game, though.
But the problem is whether or not when you pull this gear, does this one start to work as well? Does the other part start to work too? And they had to move the strings and move the cogs and move the gears.
I don't think we don't. I've always said this. You just don't switch the ball fast up and quick. You just don't. We don't use it often enough.
Yep.
Like we get to one part, and we can see it from in the stands, and we're all going switch. Obviously, you know.
I know. It's a favourite saying. Switch it.
But also, it's working hard enough to get to the outer wing,
correct,
and we don't do it enough.
No.
And I saw that in the Hawthorn game. That happened. That whole half. They didn't work hard enough, so they couldn't get the switch
And
on
we
quick
didn't do that
enough.
for the whole game.
Yeah.
You know what I wanted
We
to
didn't.
see us do more of on the weekend, and even in the Hawthorn game? Short, sharp ball movement. Short, sharp, 20 metres, 15 metres, 5 metre handball.
Because it gets the defence
Move it
moving.
around, mate.
But you're moving the
but that's-
defence. The ball moves faster than people.
And that's how you keep the ball off the opposition. That's
it.
the best form of defence.
With
They
the ball.
can't score if you've got the ball.
Even if you've got to hold it for, I don't know, who knows? You're holding the ball for 3 minutes, but it's just those kicks. You're trying to slice
And that's
them
very
open.
important about like
momentum as well. You can also nullify
to
the
change
momentum.
gears.
If they've kicked 2-3 in a row, it's like, all right, relax, reset, we go again.
And as I said, I don't like Harry and Charlie sitting that deep.
Nah.
I love when they get up the ground.
Look, the
and let the small guys get out the
Or
back.
The
whatever.
first
And then-
3 weeks.
And then
Or
Harry
at the
and
back.
Charlie have
They
the
get
speed
out
to
the
rip
back,
back too, you know?
The first 3 weeks it worked pretty good. It just fell apart. And I'm telling you, Durden was a big loss.
Look at our tackles inside forward 50
Bad.
too.
Bad.
You can't win a game with 2 tackles inside forward 50. Where's the pressure?
Who were our emergencies? I forgot.
Boyd, Dow.
Well, Boyd came in.
Boyd, Dow, and 2 others. I can't remember who else.
Boyd, man.
Might have been Stocker, but I don't know. Yeah, Dow didn't play the last quarter of the VFL because I think it was.
Yeah.
They obviously said an emergency or something. Maybe they had mail that Cripps was.
Wow. Because they say that he might have gone in with a little bit of a thing because soon as it happened, they grabbed him off straight away. It was like they kind of had a bit of an inkling that he wasn't 100%. If that's the case, I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
I don't like that, man. If you're not 100%, if you think, man, don't play him. Don't play him, man. We should be able to cover him.
with him last year.
Man, and it would have been completely different if Cribb's not been there from the start and we get like another midfielder in there from the start
And
instead of bring. Because listen, I don't want to bag him, but Boyd. And one of the commentators said, "Could Boyd be the one?" But the one for what, mate? Are we serious?
Second game for
No, I listen. Anyway, that was a bad. Listen. You know what we forgot?
What?
Did you do a journal?
Yeah, it's great.
Oh.
All right, let's go. The journal.
Yeah, cut them off! Cut them off! Same shit every week, Boots! It's garbage, Boots! Absolute garbage!
Yeah, that's when you can.
How fitting was that this week?
Lucky I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I don't think it was.
We could have done
Was it a game for a sprayer?
If you were there,
Maybe.
if you were there, I reckon we could have done a new promo.
I want to run on the field. Anyway.
You would have been in place with.
All right,
the
let's
ring
get it.
as
Let's
well.
get it. I think everyone's been waiting for this.
Here we go.
Everyone's up.
Journal, quarter one. It's lights out and it's go! Charles holds onto his pole position and opens up a 1 second gap, and he's out of the DRS zone. Here we go. Unlucky, Max. Unlucky. Quarter two. Safety car comes out. Max right up Leclerc's ass. Safety car comes out, and it's Leclerc who opens up the lead again. Unlike Carlton, quarter three. Oh, Charles is putting on a clinic here. Unlike Carlton again. Quarter four. Leclerc wins for Ferrari. The champagne's all around. What an amazing day for me. For you, up your asses. But for me, bella.
La scuderia.
Ferrari.
È tornato.
I thought I'd keep it short and sweet this week.
I mean, what are you going to
all
start
about the
calling? We're going to
F1.
watch that misery again. You know?
That was all right. The apple crumble, you're all
the apple
eating
crumble.
it. I was having
You're eating it too.
I was having the champagne. Beautiful.
You're eating it too. You're
Beautiful.
putting on the front
Start
here.
finish line, it was all right. I saw the win.
You had
not
the best
you.
seats in the house.
Yeah, I did.
No, I watched the win too. I just don't. I just don't go to the city on a Saturday night and
I
bloody
wasn't on there on
everyone
this
wear.
Saturday night. I was home.
red.
Hang on.
Saturday
Now,
night. I was home.
hang on.
Oh, you know what
Hang
I mean?
on,
The whole.
hang on. Now, he paints himself as a rusted-on Italian, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
A proper Italian. Mate, who did you follow
As a kid.
as a kid in the F1?
McLaren.
How can you follow McLaren?
How? That was a rivalry. That's like going for Collingwood.
It's like going for Collingwood.
And I told you this before we did the show.
How?
I told you because I was following Formula One and the Ferraris way before you were even born, you young tackers, right? And you, all of you Ferrari bloody little woggies running around with your little tops every time there was Formula One, driving me nuts with this Ferrari, made me hate Ferrari. It made me hate Ferrari, all these plastic supporters.
Spoken like a true Collingwood fan.
And that's why
Who do you go for now? Well, McLaren still.
I haven't really followed
Okay, So you're back.
No.
Just for the show. He's back.
Listen, Italy, look what I
Couple
even did for you.
punches,
Look
man.
what I even
Look at
did
that. Yeah, I
for you.
appreciate it.
I got the little
I haven't not
Italian glass.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
But,
Keep those there?
Yeah, they're going to stay there.
I like them. Yeah.
No, of course they're going to stay
That's
there. We're
pure
Italian, man.
wog.
You know me. I'm
That's
a pure
pure wog
I'm
in a VN Commodore.
a pure wog.
Hanging from the mirror.
Oh, that and the little
The corner.
the garden.
And the
No, that
chili.
goes underneath.
Yeah.
To protect
chili.
the car?
Yeah.
No, the
Rosary beads.
No, in the 80s, mate, we had the little bloody disco ball too.
Oh, yeah. That's
God.
filthy.
What give a...
What about the fluffy dice?
No, you used to have the fluffy dice too. Yeah.
Cough.
Hey, listen, I've actually got footage here of...
Not Joey.
No.
Nah, he's angry. He'll be angry.
No,
this week.
we got footage here. This is video number... video number 15. This is... I've got behind the thing footage of us shooting for goal here.
Oh. Can't be pretty, really.
And then walk off the ground.
I like it.
Unlucky. Hey, listen. We got another... There's another press conference.
Another what?
Another press conference.
Fucking Brett Kirk. We're going to want to...
He's gonna want to.
No, it's not another, we got
Simple
another
as-
reaction from the crowd. We got another reaction. This is at Mazzio's house.
Una vergogna così. Non si è mai visto.
What's he got on his top? That's English. What's he done? Drawn it off?
No, you can find it.
Oh, really?
Lei, tutti se ne andai, tutti quanti. 7 milioni, 6 milioni, 10 milioni. Ma azzappa! 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 Ma ci rimane le divisioni.
Who's on there? Who's on there?
I don't know. That's how he goes back and sits like that.
But that's a bar, you know what I mean? You just go and dig the garden, mate. That's all you're good for.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Are we going to get votes?
No, we're going to do the votes
yeah,
now.
shit, we
we're going to do the
forgot.
votes
Jeez,
now.
oh, no.
I mean, they don't deserve it, but yeah.
I'm all over the place. I don't know what I'm doing
Fuck
anymore, man.
yeah,
It's
no.
got like I'm. You know the way I'm doing this show today?
How we play.
The way we play.
Play on Sunday.
No, listen, man. This is running beautifully, man. We learnt a lot today. Hey, let's do some votes. Who wants to go first?
You can.
I'll go first. I gave 5 to Williams.
Okay, Balenciaga.
Yeah, Balenciaga. I think he did all right. Anyway,
I reckon you
Doc,
look too
4.
much at the stats.
Doc, 4.
Yeah.
What do I do?
I said I reckon you look too much at his stats rather than what he
I
actually
think he did all right. But anyway, Sard, I gave 3. Hewitt, 2. And I gave 1 to Little Terminator.
Oh,
Walsh.
You go.
Terminator. 5 Sard, 4 Hewitt, 3 William, 3 Doherty, 2 Williams, 1 Silvani.
Yeah. I gave 5 to Leclerc, 4 to Ferrari, 3 to myself, 2 to Johnny Herbert, who I got a selfie with, absolute unit. Nah, I'm only joking.
No, you did give those votes, but what about the Carlton votes?
Did you get a selfie with Johnny Herbert?
Yeah.
Fuck, that's a great get.
We'll put it up.
I gave 5 to Noah
We'll
Anderson.
put it up.
I gave 4 to Mabaya Chol. You don't have that, do you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Who'd you give 5 to?
Noah Anderson.
Noah Anderson?
Yeah.
Chris Judd.
Yes, I know, but
4 to Chol.
Money.
Turned into Paul Pogba. I gave 3 to Rosas, who I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
But Rosas?
Roses Jr.
Nah, I'm
Malcolm
only fucking
Roses
with you.
Jr.
Anyway, I gave 5 to Balenciaga. I really did read the stats.
Yeah.
4 to Hewitt, 3 to Doherty, 2 to Walsh, and I don't know, 1 to Fisher. Well,
Terry's wrapped. He loves Fisher.
does he?
Oh, yeah.
Get him out of there then. Put
Is
1
there any
to
chance
Sard.
you can redo your player of the game, Terry?
Who'd he give it to?
Balenciaga.
Yeah, let him have it.
Oh, I think he played a
Let
good
him have
game.
it. He let him have 31 kicks. See, 31 kicks
I
of
think he did all
himself.
right. Anyway,
Let him.
leaderboard. Cripps, 33. Doc, 29. Hewitt, 22. Sosa, 19.
Sausage.
Kennedy, 15. Didn't get any votes this week.
No. That's how many disposals he had too. He had 15 touches.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah. I think the coaches are still angry.
I thought
man.
I'm surprised Sard didn't get a lot of. I'm surprised Sard didn't get a lot of love in the votes this week. Nor did
I
he get a
gave
lot
him.
of love.
I gave him my love. What
I
are you
thought
talking
it was our
about?
best player on by a mile.
I think so too, but
He
I
kept us in it. He was the only one who actually had a.
it taken
had
them
a
on,
dip.
mate. He was exciting. He was probably one of the highlights of the.
Well, they
of
were
the
probably
night.
all good down back because the fucking ball
Ball
lives
was always
there.
down there.
It's
Yeah.
living there. So, anyway,
Oh well.
next week.
Yeah.
Well, let's have a look at this
we
this
got-
other press conference we got. We
Oh,
got.
yeah, sorry.
Do we have another
Yeah.
press conference?
Nah, mate, there's heaps of them, man.
How many
Because I'm telling you,
coaches?
it's almost what's this one.
Respect pour vous. Si j'ai du respect pour vous, moi je n'ai aucun respect pour vous. Taisez-vous. 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 Prenez votre retraite. Laissez la place aux jeunes.
That was Luke Beveridge. Be quiet! You be quiet! You be quiet! You be quiet! And you. Who was that? Who was that journo?
Tom Morris.
Tom Morris. Leave it to the young people.
That's poison odds.
Hey.
Anyway, so I'm just looking
Looking
at the odds for next week.
Yeah.
So let's go to next week. Here it is, man.
Yes.
Port, Adelaide and Carlton. It is round 5, 140 at the MCG. It is 7th versus 18th.
Fuck, you wouldn't have had them 18.
Yeah, no.
They are on the road.
This is on Easter Sunday, is it not?
Yep.
Yep. So 1:40 p.m.
Are we all going?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Easter lunch can wait.
Nah,
we'll have
Easter
dinner.
I'm
Easter.
having Easter on
Easter.
Friday.
Easter, that's Good Friday.
Easter on Friday. Oh, you get together on Friday.
Yeah,
okay.
because of work, man. I always
fair
we
enough.
have Easter like either
Right.
Friday. Sometimes we have it the week early, you know, because of work
It's all
and
right.
that.
No,
So it all works
So
good.
you
And on
spend them
Friday,
with people you love.
actually on Friday,
Friday.
meeting up with a big interview.
Oh,
Big.
okay.
Game.
Hey?
The game.
And the game. Well, what do you say? We'll see what happens.
At the ground yesterday, I was telling everyone Port Adelaide are unbeatable. But
Back us in.
Wine's out. I don't think
Yeah,
Alia's
Wine.
going to get up for
Oh. We're going to discuss that too, but anyway.
it. Yes.
Stay tuned.
Port Adelaide. No, Carlton will win by 14 points.
I think we're going to bounce back. I said this even on the fan cams. I'm not too stressed out, even though I've been a bit critical of them, and so he should be. What I saw.
Yeah, they
I'm
deserve to
gonna
get a slanting.
Talk about what I saw was una merda.
It was.
Full stop.
We're
But
pitiful.
I'm confident in what been put into place, right? And them working towards this. I think we should be right this week.
It's not a loss like last year where you just knew that there was no light at the end of the tunnel. It was there was like nothing to get excited about.
We've seen a lot of exciting stuff this week. If we can
Yeah.
just put it together
Yeah.
for enough of the game, I think we can win this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who knows? But
I'm going to say we're going to win. 3 goals.
Yeah, I'm going to say 21 points.
Yeah, 14 points for me.
So there you go. So
It'd
within the
be-
2
you know
to 3
what,
goals.
it'd just be a cut. I don't know. Fucking the last time we belted them, but
Well, we owe them.
it just be.
Hey, they gave us a bloody
it'd be
hiding
a-
last
it'd
year.
be
They
a-
better not forget.
You better-
Yeah.
you know-
1995.
You know when they
mate.
say
exactly,
you don't,
exactly.
you know when they say don't kick someone when they're down, mate. You know what you do to them? You kill them now.
Yeah.
You kill
No, you
them.
do.
You kill
do.
them.
This is what you got to do now.
You put the sword in them and go all the
You
way.
finish this
all
season
the way.
right now.
This
Yeah.
was the knock.
Destroy them.
This was the knock on our win against Hawthorn and the Ian Prendergast boys. Well, Sean was he was ropeable with our performance, and I think I don't buy into the what do you learn if you win by 10 goals? Well, you learn
You
that
do, that
you've
you've
got the
improved.
armory in your
destroy it.
within your team to be able to belt someone. Look what St Kilda did to Hawthorn.
You come out and you don't feel sorry for the opponent. You come out and you belt them.
So,
But like I said last week,
Beat them.
right? Like I understand that. Like it'd be nice to beat them.
yeah.
Where did you get that we were going to beat Hawthorn by 10
Yeah,
goals?
well, that's exactly.
And we proved it again. Like
Exactly.
we just can't do that yet.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought, that's a good win. We should have beaten them. Why? We haven't beaten the team for like 2-3 years by 10
Yeah, but
goals.
having said that, I'm going to go back to last year. Sorry, Sydney. What about when they came out round 2 against Richmond? They slaughtered them. What have they beaten by over 10 goals or close to
But
10
you're
goals?
talking about Sydney, compare them to Carlton.
Well, they were younger. And in
I
they're shorter
know.
in their development
Nah,
stage.
but they're younger, but they're a hardened team over the
And we're
last
not?
10 years. Us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it doesn't
it's
matter.
a fair point. It's a fair point. I think it's a fair point.
We got that much experience.
I think we need to do it, and then maybe we can say, all right,
well,
now
why can't this be the game?
I hope it is.
Why wasn't it the game
No,
last
why
week?
can't it be? I'd be saying that if I was a coach. Why can't this be the game?
Why wasn't it? Why wasn't it against Hawthorn?
Because we can't do
they
it.
shit themselves. That's
we
why.
are, because we're no good.
Yeah. We're still there. We're not there yet.
That's right.
That's what people have to understand.
We're
But
kind of, like last
why
year we were
can't we just
there,
did it?
now
Why?
we're kind of
Why
there,
not? Why
and
not?
we still haven't, because we
Well,
just
make
haven't
it
got
this
it.
week. Make it this week.
Let's
Why
make
not?
it.
Why
Let's
not
make
come
it.
out and kill them?
This should
Kill
be
'em.
100%.
Murder them. I don't
Kill
care.
'em.
I don't care how it sounds. Just come
Relentless.
out and kill them.
All right, so how do you do that? Mate, every
From
contest.
the midfield. Straight
Mate,
from the middle.
Straight from the middle, but every contest is like your last. It has to be.
They do say beware the wounded tiger,
Of
obviously.
course.
Of course.
But
They're
that's the
gonna come out.
that's the
They're
same
down.
case for us as well.
Well, now the thing is that we go, they're 4-0, we should beat them. But they're thinking, hey, Carlton aren't that good. We can take
Well,
them this
remember
week.
last year they beat us and there was about 85 injuries for them.
Yeah.
And Ken Hinkley was taking the piss in the press
No.
conference.
Remember that.
He had us beat at
remember?
half time.
Yeah.
Mate, come out and fucking smash them.
I know.
And get back at that prick.
And see what they did to us at Adelaide
Yeah.
Oval.
19 unanswered. Was it 19?
19
Yeah.
unanswered, and they won by 95 points. 1995,
Yeah.
remember? Anyway.
So, look.
Anyway, all right. So
We'll
let's
be
hope
there.
next week. Listen, I know it's Easter, so I reckon.
I'm going 40,000.
Yeah, I think it's going to be difficult to get a crowd. It's at the MCG, so it's always difficult. I think.
The hardcores will turn up.
Let's go.
Mate,
Come
do
on.
all
Make
your
it,
stuff in the middle.
make
Go
it
to
a good-
church
and make it 4
do
and 1,
that,
boys.
have your breakfast
Make it
instead
4
of
and
having
1.
a thing.
Have a dinner.
Have a dinner or have a brunch, whatever.
Yeah.
Right? And let's get
But
to the game.
on the
Everyone
footy,
get to the game and
make
eat there.
it, make
eat
it
there.
Bring
4
the
and 1.
antipasti there.
Make it 4 and 1 and lock yourself in the 8. Lock
Correct.
yourself in the 8.
Correct.
Respond.
And I think Voss has to
They
make
got
a
to change
statement
something
this
up.
week.
They got to change something up tactically, because Porter going to cut off the corridor.
They know now.
Hinkley's he's not a stupid coach.
It's not a nuffy.
You know,
knows Voss
and
too.
Voss will know the ins and outs of that team.
Yeah.
And, you know, he's going to have some IP against them. So,
And,
They
and
got
what?
Dixon back
and,
or not?
and Hinkley hasn't got
no, Dixon's not back yet.
intel on Voss the way he
Well, you
operates.
would potentially.
Of
We
course.
don't know. Maybe it was, you know, we don't
It's
know.
like you, man. If you get like a little junior journalist coming along, he's going, "Oh, Paul, can you teach me to write?" And that you're always sitting there saying, "Shut up, write your article, whatever," and you do your article. That's how Hinkley is.
yeah.
Until he proves himself, he's looking at him like the
The
junior.
teacher should always know more than
Of
the
course.
student.
Wow. Apparently the way that's going now is that, you know, bloody hell, mate. If the teacher says anything to the student, the
Well, I
student
tell
has
you,
more
it's
power.
like the tiger. And have you heard the old story about the tiger and the cat, where the cat the cat learnt everything off the tiger. You know what I mean? Oh no, so it was the other way around.
My
wasn't it?
favourite is the one that you put up, Christopher Walken.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that was
The
a good.
lion.
That's a lion. Every once in a while, that's it. But this
lion.
story here, the cat teaches the tiger everything. You know what I mean? And then one day the tiger turns on him, and the cat runs up the tree. You know, and then
Maybe I reckon they need to play.
and then the cat said,
They got to play the Chris.
the cat said, "Wait."
Oh, sorry. Go on.
So you know, one day the tiger turns on him, cat runs up the tree, you know what I mean? And he goes to him, "I didn't teach you everything," you know what I mean? And that's the same with Hinkley,
Yeah,
you know what I
correct.
mean? I didn't teach you everything.
Correct. Yeah, it's
Yeah, we'll
it's
see.
an interesting.
Fascinating.
There's interesting
I'm telling
stories
you,
in this game.
this game here is fucking huge, man. It is huge. All right, that's enough of that.
Yep. Let's move on.
Hey, the Blues did have a win this week.
They
And
did
let's
have a
go
win this
straight
week,
to the... Here he is. And not only were you there,
Analysing.
you commentated too this
I
week.
did commentate the game this week, and I got some very good feedback from people on Twitter and social media. So, to everyone who messaged me and thanked me for the call, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's the support and the messages and the well wishes are very much appreciated.
We love your calls, man.
Thanks,
Like,
mate.
we love the way you do it, man.
Thank you.
I'm telling you,
It was doing it 1 out too.
Oh,
I was 1 out. Yeah, I was by myself. Yeah,
Fuck,
yeah.
maybe I should have came up.
yeah.
That would have been
We could
something.
have had the jump about just comment for the side. That would have been like, hey, it would have been a good
something.
game to do, actually.
It would have just been beep, beep, beep,
Yeah,
beep,
yeah,
beep, beep. Would have been
yeah.
Morse code.
That's it.
No, that fantastic win. Fantastic win. It was almost a not so much a carbon copy of their win against Box Hill, but they finished with a flurry in the last quarter and ran away with the game, which was fantastic to see. So, yeah, big win for them. It's now 3 from 3 on top of the VFL ladder.
Yep.
And mate, what a start to the season for the VFL boys. And from a personal standpoint, it was great to go out and get some experience interstate, calling a game and sort of
Yes.
prepping up and getting ready for everything in the apartment, hotel room, and your notepad and notebook and
love it.
computer and prepping up for the game and all that. So it was a ball.
Yeah, it
Plenty
would
of
have
fun. Plenty of fun. And from a game perspective, they couldn't have been any more impressive in that last quarter. Just a shame the AFL boys couldn't get the job done. But what I liked, and I said I was going to get onto this, is that there are players down there that are all playing really well, and the guys who are probably going to come out, whether they are omitted through form or whether they are out forced with injury, is that the guys who are going to come in to replace them are all in they're all in red hot form. Yep. Dow's probably been our best player. He's been fantastic in the reserves this year. Fantastic. It could barely put a foot wrong. Look, the knock on him is still like, there are sort of those 2 or 3 horror kicks that he can put, but that's just going to be him.
It's going to happen.
It's going to be him. What you see is what you get with him, right? But I've liked the fact that he's gone down there and not kicked up a stink.
3 great
Mate,
games.
he's put together a big block. He's been a great leader down there. He's led by example.
At least he's pressing.
Yeah, absolutely. So
that's what we want.
now you want to see him transfer that into that.
AFL.
He's likely going to get his chance this week. Look, if Cripps does miss, Dow is going to be the replacement.
Has to be done, though.
Yeah, of course. It's a midfielder for a midfielder. But he was fantastic. Stocker's come back with aplomb off that.
35 and...
Yeah. Look, he did have a fair few kickouts because the Suns kicked I think they kicked 21 behinds or something like that. Or 22 behinds. But Stocker was fantastic. He did turn a few over, but look, that could...
Bit of rustiness.
A little bit, but it could also be the VFL boys not reading exactly where he's going to go, and the leading patterns are not as great at VFL level as they are at AFL level, obviously. But Stocker was fantastic. 35 touches again. I think he had like 13 or 14 rebound 50s, which is enormous. And defensively, he's strong as well. He's so courageous. Such a brave and tough player.
Well, that's one thing definitely last year, though.
Whether or not he comes in for Plowman, someone like Plowman, I don't know, because it's not exactly, he's not that real lockdown defender, if that makes sense.
No.
So,
And we saw that last year.
Yeah.
Either his Plowman.
Liam Ryan.
well, neither is Plowman. I think obviously Stocker's going to offer a lot more on the pitch than what Lockie Plowman is, and I don't want to sink the boots into Plowman. You know what I mean? But this is my critique of his football, is that it's just that he's just not. He doesn't offer anything to us.
Unless
you know what I mean?
Unless his body is nothing.
Anyway, all right. So anyway, let's not go into Plowman.
Okay, so regardless of that, right? The other bloke who's really he didn't play because of COVID protocols. Alex Murkoff.
Wow, I heard the volleyballer.
Mate, he has developed at a rate of knots. Mate, you reckon he's no, I'm not saying you reckon, but I'm saying last year we saw he was very handball centric. When he'd mark the ball or take the ball, he'd want to give it off. But he had a pass in the second quarter, which you'll see in my Paul's call later. It was a lace-out 35-metre dart, like to the tit. Like, it was perfect.
Brody Grundy-esque.
It was. And I don't know if they were like laughing or like in shock at this, but Vossi and the coaches were like, because I was calling outside on the stand there, and I was standing up, and like pretty much to the right of me, maybe 5 metres away, is Voss Hamill, Aaron Greaves, whatever his name is, the development guy under Voss. And I had my binoculars on, and Murkoff's hit the kick, and I've just turned to the right, and I've seen Vossi like, it's just like
taking the
They were a big shock too.
So he's really developed at a rate of knots, which has really surprised me.
Yeah.
And he's covering the ground a lot better. And he could be a viable option going forward. He's still a long way away.
I was going to say, let's not...
Nah.
I've been hearing people saying, we should have put Murkoff in.
Murkoff, yeah.
But come on, man. He's played 1 year of footy,
Very raw.
Let's develop him and let's...
Well, I wouldn't have... Look, if his name had popped up on the team sheet against the Suns, and they said, look, Piternet's out, so we're going to stay with the 2 rucks.
So do you play him this week?
No, I don't think so. No.
Even if...
not yet. No, not yet. You don't want to expose them too early.
But you said you're playing against the Suns.
I think it was the perfect game to play.
What, against Wits?
No. I'm saying against the opposition. You're travelling. You're with the boys. You're in that bubble. Do you know what I mean? So look, if his name does pop up on the team sheet early in the year, I wouldn't be too upset. It wouldn't bother me. When he's ready, he's ready. So, but he seems to have come on many lengths during the preseason, and Diesel Williams also said it in some presses he did, or some radio interviews he did prior to the season beginning, that he's really one to to look out for. So
Cool.
that's a positive. Luke Parks was good as well. Defended really well, so he could potentially be an in for a guy like Lockie Plowman.
I wouldn't be surprised if he actually got a game.
Yeah, potentially. Dow was taken off in the last quarter. I think it was more as a precaution to the AFL team.
Game's done.
So I think he could have come into the AFL side if something was to happen in the warm up or something. Maybe they knew something about Cripps. I'm not suggesting that they did. I don't know, but maybe they did, and that's why he was pulled from the game.
Cripps did come off
very early,
quick, man. As soon as they went bang, it was
and he's not really the type of player that would do a hamstring like.
Because he ran off like.
Anyway.
We don't do conspiracy theories.
No. We try to back it up with facts, but outside of that, from a VFL listed perspective, Xavier Maher was good. Jack Nunes and Cottrell were good.
Well, yeah.
Jack Nunes and Cottrell were both very good, and you can't, it's good too because O'Brien I don't think O'Brien's at risk. No,
I think O'Brien didn't do that bad.
He's our most dangerous winger.
And I reckon, definitely.
If Setterfield or O'Brien have got ball in hand as wingers, who are you worried about?
Yeah, Setterfield.
Exactly. And as an opposition, who are you worried about?
As of this year, you are, definitely.
Yeah.
If as an opposition, who are you worried? If O'Brien's got the ball, are you more scared if O'Brien's got the ball or if Setterfield's got the ball?
No, O'Brien. And he did a couple of, he drilled a couple of passes.
And that's what he's in the side for.
Yeah. And he's got to get, and you can't take him out. And I wouldn't even take out Setterfield. But I'll tell you,
if they were to, though, Nunes and Cottrell are playing great, good enough.
So they're ready.
Which is what I was saying, which is good. And
the other person I'm telling you who I think has got to be looked at this week they won't do it, is Billy Ray Martin.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Ray Martin,
Jack Martin,
yeah.
If there's someone out there who...
Sorry. I forgot to... How can I forget to... Sam Philp.
Any good?
3 goals. But 3 really good goals. And Lively, I wouldn't be against him.
So Durden comes back this week because it was only the COVID protocol, right?
Who came in for... Who came in for...
I think it was just Martin, really.
Martin. Martin come in
Martin
for
was the sub the week before.
And then Fogarty come in for...
Correct.
For Pitternet.
Yeah, for Pitternet. So, Durden comes back.
Yeah.
Who do you take out? Because Durden comes back in.
Well, you probably take out Fogarty.
Yeah.
And then
and he actually played a lot better than Martin. And so you're playing Martin on reputation.
The game that he had against the Bulldogs was good, and they brought Martin back in.
Martin, I'd take Fogarty out, put Durden in, take Martin out, and put Philp in.
But I don't think they'll take Martin now because
I don't think they will
because
either.
of the skill set.
You know why?
Correct.
You know why?
Skill set.
Nah.
It's not
because of that.
Why? Money.
Because they haven't got...
We don't know how ruthless. Hang on. We don't know how ruthless he is at the selection table yet because we haven't seen
this.
He hasn't been under this situation yet.
And this is when we'll find out. Yeah.
So
we'll know.
But the thing is, every week is different anyway because you've got a different set of players.
Of course, and you're up against different opposition and bada bing, bada boom. But at the end of the day, got to see form.
Correct.
I believe
they're showing it, which is good.
I believe now we're gonna discover who the frauds are.
Oh, mate, yeah, absolutely.
I'm talking about coaches, players, everything this week.
Everyone's
the frauds,
all of them.
We're on fraud watch.
All of them.
Yes.
All of them. Yes. But can't knock the VFL team at all.
Good on them.
And the VFL listed boys.
Who's the coach?
Daniel O'Keefe.
Did that kid play? Date? No, it's a
Domaku.
Nah.
Who?
That midfielder.
Who? Will Hayes.
Yeah.
No, he had gastro. So Will Hayes came out of the team.
He had una merda.
He's been leading the.
He was having a merda.
He had the cacarellas. So he missed with gastro, but he's been our leading disposal getter through the first 2 rounds. Comes out of the team.
Yeah, that's right.
And Dow came out in the last quarter, and they still belted them. The last quarter was their best quarter, and the one to watch out for as well. The other one to watch out for is Xavier Maher. Maher.
I heard about him. Yeah.
He got there were talks of him being.
Is he related to Andy Maher?
No, he's not. But there were talks of him being picked up, not the preseason that just went by, but the one before.
Yeah.
As a potential rookie listed, that last
2020,
spot that you can get on the list. But he's part of our COVID top-up list that we've got at the moment.
Yep.
Wouldn't be the worst option as a mid-season recruit if they wanted to go down the
Did
midfield.
Big Dom play?
He did play. He's got a lot of improvement. He's got a lot of lot of
Raw. It's a raw player.
Look, there's a lot to work on there. To work
Definitely.
on. Yeah.
That's good. All right, good. Maybe that. I'm glad.
yeah.
Look, I'm
3
glad.
and
Look,
zip,
if
they're
the
on top of
reserves
the
are
ladder.
good, it always helps, you know.
And I'll be on the call next week. Don't know.
You on the call next week?
Don't know if I'll be on the Carlton reserves game. Unknown at the moment. If they
Are you
want
definitely on the call next week?
I'll definitely be on some VFL call. I'll ask for the Carlton game.
Yeah.
Because I know that everybody gets around it on the Twitter,
Yeah, of
and
course.
that's I think.
Is that before? Is that before?
I don't know. I've got to check the schedule. I've got to check, but it does
good
change.
old days. You used to have the reserves first, and then go there. You used to watch it, and you used to catch like the second half. You know what I mean? And then get into this.
But yeah, I'll definitely be on the call again.
All right,
Blues
perfect.
on top in the VFL ladder.
Love it.
Onwards and upwards.
Solid.
Love it. Well, both sides are in the top 8.
That's bang.
That's
Let's
the way to look at it.
hopefully keep it that way. Yeah.
Both sides are in
Let's
the top
hopefully
8.
keep it that
That's
way.
it. All right.
Time for your segment, isn't it?
Well, AFL talk, stroke, and always the Rocco's rant fits beautifully into it. So we've got a couple of let's do the Rocco's rant.
Coolio.
Gangster's paradise here.
Yeah, the gangster's paradise.
What
My
is
rant.
it this week?
Rocco's rant.
What is it?
I'm going to show you some footage.
Okay, here we go.
I'm going to attack some people here.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Everyone look at this.
Oh,
Watch
no.
This. Where he gets
Oh,
the ball.
no.
That's it. Look at this. Look at that. Now what we do is we're gonna let's have a look at it again, but we're gonna do it in slow motion. We're gonna get a bit closer. Look at this. He gets it. He looks. He sees the player. He tries to keep it in. There is a player there, and it rolls out.
So you try to tumble it to him.
This is a disgrace by the umpires and by... I don't care. They go, oh, it's up the umpires' fault. Stuff yous all, mate. This is a disgrace. This is a blight on the game. This is a blight on the game, right? This is a disgrace. Do something about it. Because what's he supposed to do? If he gets the ball and he runs straight out, it's deliberate. So he tries to kick it. There's a player there, for crying out loud. That was influenced by the crowd. That umpire, you are a maggot, mate. Because there is no way you should have paid that free kick. That was a disgrace. You heard the crowd. You wanted to be on TV. You are a loser, mate. I'm telling you, that is a disgrace, and I hate it. I hate it. Every time you see it, and you see the commentators, oh, that's going to be paid. Shut up! Don't make it worse, mate. Don't make it worse. This deliberate is a disgrace. He was trying to keep... He's been instructed to keep the ball in. All right? Because in a normal circumstance, in years gone by, he would have just ran that out. Because there's no way you take that chance, right? So he's been instructed to keep the ball alive. He tries, and he gets penalised. That is a disgrace. This is another one. I'll show you the other one.
There's another one.
Oh, shit. Oh, God.
So Curnow takes the mark, yeah? What's the 50 for? Right? And I'm going to show you what the 50's
I
for.
saw what it was
That's
for.
Look at this.
hardcore.
Yeah.
Doc pushes him, and he gets the 50. Right?
That's off 50.
That's
It is
50.
50.
That's not.
No, I'm saying it was paid 50.
Nah,
I know.
No, it was paid 50.
but if the umpire's got any clues, Curnow ran straight through the middle of him.
But it's not even that. Doc pushed him, so the bloke gets knocked into the space, and he gets 50 penalised on him, and he actually spoke to him at the end. You'll see this again. We'll put it up. Look at this. See how he pushes him in there?
I can't. That's not 50. That's not.
It's just.
That's not 50.
That's not
bad.
understanding the game, mate. You're watching every day. Watch.
And
they couldn't see that.
yeah, fuck.
They're told to call those. That's
What?
the
They,
problem.
they should understand that, mate. They
bullshit.
should understand there is no
That's
chance
so
that it's a
bad.
50.
It's from
That
the
is
top.
Well, from the top are a bunch of bananas, mate.
Sorry to cut
telling
in, but a lot of players bait that too.
But they all do.
They
You know
bait
why
that.
they do?
Bullshit.
You know why they bait
So
it?
bad.
Because
They allow
that's
it.
the result.
100%.
So
it's a
bad.
disgrace. The rules are a disgrace.
That's an exploit of the rule.
Yeah.
They're exploiting the rule.
And this is
They're
a wicked.
spamming it.
This is a wicked problem. They've tried to fix something, and they've
Correct.
made it worse now.
is what I
right?
was saying.
That first of all, the deliberate 50. Don't give the umpire that sort of decision making that you've got to now decide if it's deliberate or not. It's ridiculous.
You know what's funny? If Wiedering actually brought the ball over, he wouldn't have got done deliberate.
No.
Because there's pressure
That's
around
right.
him. Yeah.
That's right.
He got
But he tried to do the right
penalised
thing.
for passing the ball up the line.
And there
Yeah.
was a player there. And
a
the
player.
second one was a disgrace. I don't care. AFL do, McLaughlin, your sexy screens and that. How about you work on the game, mate? Because that is a disgrace. Should come out there. You should have some sort of sense. 100,000 people, 40,000 people, 30,000 people are saying all the same thing. Like when I saw even the 50 that Kerno got, I went like, all right, I'll take it, but that's wrong,
No
mate.
way. If that's
That is
against
wrong.
you, you're losing your shit.
Bad.
Yeah.
Because the player who's got the ball, he went straight through the. What's he going to do? And then if the player wanted to follow his man, he had to go through the
That's
mark.
right.
Then that's actually
No,
50.
that's 100% 50. 100% 50.
that's so
And the
bad.
other one is standing on the mark. There was a couple over the weekend where they're standing on the mark and it's like one slight movement and it's like 50.
But the thing is, their feet are planted.
Yeah.
But
The body moves.
But even if they go like that,
Yeah.
like,
But
what's
But wait
that?
a second. Sometimes
What's,
they do,
what's
Paul.
that going to do?
Sometimes they do, Paul, and they don't pay it, and sometimes they do pay.
you know what?
And then what's the rule? If you stand back from the mark, you can move.
Yeah, if
No,
you're
because you
5
haven't been
metres
told
off
to
it.
stand.
No. If you're 5 metres off the mark, you're allowed to go
Yeah.
anywhere in that
But
vicinity.
if you're on the mark and he tells you to stand, you can't go back.
That's correct. You know, as I said, this
I've
is
got
what I
hard to
said.
do, mate.
This
Have
is
you
what.
got any more of those tablets?
Two
I'm
things.
dying here, mate.
Two things, right?
Yeah, it's
two
horrible.
things.
That's why I lose it.
One, this is what happens when highly paid executives try to prove themselves in
doing
roles
something.
and make it look like they're doing something
Justify their existence.
to justify their exorbitant wages.
Yep.
Right? They try to make it look like they're doing something when in reality they're just making the problem worse.
Worse.
Correct. Number two is that stand rule, right? I said from the get-go, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Get
bad.
rid of it. And I still
horrific.
stand by
It's
it.
horrific.
I still stand by it because you're told to stand, right? The reaction that you make when a player goes like that, but it's involuntary.
Yeah, you just gotta do
It's
it.
involuntary.
You're taught that
It's
from
like you're. What
It's like when you drop something off a table,
And
you're gonna go
yeah,
for
exactly.
it. You're gonna go
It's-
for it. You're
it's-
just gonna go.
What do they
Even
call
if
that?
you miss it.
Is it called
Not muscle
Is it
memory.
called the Oriental reflex, where
Yeah.
you like you sit and
It's
you
in the periphery.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like you,
I don't know if it's called that, but I know
it's
what you mean.
there's something
Yeah,
reflex,
something like that.
something
Yeah.
like that. But it's involuntary.
Yeah.
You're gonna do
Your
it.
attention is just drawn to that. It's like you want the red or yellow ball in front of you, right?
Yeah.
And when you see that move,
You're trained to do that from a kid.
How the hell are you supposed to stop an involuntary movement
Well, that's what
with a
they're
rule?
trying-
And you know what
that's what
the
they're trying to
can't.
do.
The worst-
You can't do it.
The worst thing is when the
can't do it.
the player right behind is following their man right,
Yeah.
and they're going to spoiler right. Obviously, momentum takes you forward. Physically, you can't stop yourself on a dime. Yeah. So they're going forward, and then they go, oh, run back, and they give him about half a second to go 5 meters back,
And it's 50.
and it's 50. I'm like, I've seen that
Harsh
against
penalty.
us. So you can't do that.
That's ridiculous.
The penalty.
So what's he meant to do? Just run out. Just run out and hope that somebody else goes on the mark and leave his man there. I mean,
The penalty for the crime, the penalty
so
is
harsh,
so
too
harsh compared to
Too
what the
harsh.
crime is. But
50,
it's a couple of
can't it be-
centimetres. It's just ridiculous.
Why can't we bring back the 15 metre or something for that sort of rule?
Mate, keep the 50, yeah? Keep the 50.
Let's take that shit out.
Yeah, get rid of this stand
if
rule.
they go straight through the mark, fair enough. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
of course.
50. Yeah.
But what was wrong with it before? if you moved off,
I don't think there was anything wrong with it.
you get the 50 if you completely move off. But that 50. And now I don't know, I really haven't seen that you can't talk back to them and you can't.
No, I've seen a couple where they've taught this, and because you can't say a few choice words, and they're like, oh, come on. I thought that's 50, isn't it?
I'm sorry.
Isn't that demonstrative to the referee?
It's now become over adjudicated. It's now become. It's just become. It's become robotic.
It's ridiculous.
Enough.
It's ridiculous. And I'm telling you, those things that I saw there, especially the 50, because as soon as it happens, and I mentioned this last week, how the crowd now gets sucked into
the crowd freeze. They've always been there, but
what
it's
are people
worse.
saying the argument for? Oh, yeah, but it's opening up the game and it's allowing teams to... Yeah, but...
The scores are the same as last year anyway.
Worse.
But it's manufactured. It's false.
bullshit.
It's not natural.
So what they wanted
How's it
Wiedering...
opening up the game?
You know
Tell
what,
me how...
You know what they wanted
if it's
Wiedering...
opening up...
You know what they wanted Wiedering to do there on the boundary line? Kick it back inboard into the middle.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No.
Are you kidding me? That's what they want him to do.
And the ball, I'm telling you, there was a player there, the ball veered off.
It's not deliberate.
It's ridiculous. And even sometimes, you'll see it in a pack. They're in the 50.
And they just...
They get it and he...
Smashes it
Well,
out.
of course, what are you going to do, man? Of course, you're just going to try to get it out of there.
You try and gain yardage.
No, it's deliberate.
And
so
try and run up
he
the field to kick the
deliberately
ball
did
there.
that, did he? He deliberately kicked the 50 metres towards it.
There's only one way you can go with this now.
Well, if the player kicks it out, it's the opposition's ball.
In between the arcs. That's
like-
the only way they can go with
It's like soccer. It'd be like soccer.
it. If you're going to bring that rule in, insufficient force or whatever that is, you may as well... Because it's just a grey area now. It's just grey.
I don't mind
Make
that.
it black and white. If it goes out of bounds in between the arcs now, it's the opposition's ball. Stop with this insufficient
but what about
force
it will
and all
happen.
this
And what
stuff.
about if it's on the line? You're going to go to VAR or whatever the...
Well, yeah.
Well, that's
If
it.
it's on the 50 arcs.
See, that's mate. Well,
So it takes away...
You've got to go one way or the other.
But again, he said something, then there's going to be another issue.
That's
correct.
Right.
There's always a knock-on effect
right.
that you don't think
right.
about until it happens.
The wicked
Because
problem.
then somebody will get a 50 after the on the 50 after the siren and gets his chance to win the game. It's going to happen. It'll happen.
Yeah.
It'll happen. So
Anyway,
it is.
there you go.
There it is. We've lost it.
Yeah, no.
beautiful.
Hey, listen, not only I was angry about that, there was this coach here. He wasn't happy about that either.
Damn sick and tired of getting out rebounded. 25 offensive rebounds. First time we block out, we get called for a damn block out. We're pushing people. Sorry.
I don't think he could read his notes. He took his mouth off and flung him. Oh my God.
He wasn't happy about it either, mate.
I just seen that here. Far out. He cop a ban off the AFL. He would have copped a $100,000 fine.
No, he'd never work again.
Yeah, no.
He was serving fries at McDonald's after that.
McGovern.
Shit. McGovern.
he's
Hey,
back soon. just
We miss
quietly.
him too. Just can't believe I was saying that. Hey, Mars's Malocchio. Have you got a Malocchio?
Yeah, I got one.
Tumanak na dugo, wala
got
ang
one.
kaluluwa mo sa katawan. Hindi na nila ako pwedeng maliitin ulit. Ang brutal na pagpas lang yan ang aking hina.
I love it.
That bloody clown.
It's Mars.
The bloody clown.
You got Malocchios built up, haven't you?
Nah, this one was on the fly this weekend.
Was it?
Yeah. F1 inspired. But can go with everything. People that go to the Formula One and wear two teams. Pick one team and support it.
I've seen that.
So last week, I think it was people going to the footy and not wearing teams' colours that are playing.
Yeah.
Now it's wearing two teams' colours.
What were they wearing? Ferrari?
So I've seen Ferrari and Red Bull. I saw Mercedes and Red Bull who battled it out last year with Verstappen and Hamilton.
They are the plastic.
I just couldn't believe it. And I was slating them to their face too. I got a video and slated calling them a dead shit like that. I got out of the Uber with a couple of mates. And I'm like, look at this dead shit like that. And the person was walking straight towards me. I'm like, and I made it. I let them hear it. You can't wear Ferrari and McLaren together. You
like
can't.
Hollywood and Carlton.
That's right.
You can't. You just can't.
That's a sin.
It is.
It's a sin. It'd be like me going to Gold Coast and Carlton and wearing both teams. Wait, what's wrong
I
with
actually
you?
saw that at
What's wrong with
I saw
you?
that at a Hawthorn game. There's a Hawthorn. There's a Carlton jumper with a Hawthorn scarf.
Nah, man, nah. You can't do that.
No.
I don't care if your son goes for Carlton and he goes for Hawthorn.
I agree.
Pick one and stay just like Marcucci.
Yes.
They're half and half.
That's it.
That's right.
You're going to be like Richmond.
One kid is Richmond, one kid is
Yeah,
Carlton.
you can't-
The mother's Richmond, the father's Carlton.
That's
They don't wear both half cut
I'm a bit
bloody
disappointed
jumpers.
he
I know,
didn't
but
do that.
you got to draw the, you got to give.
It's weak, Michael.
But I do understand too, man.
know what I mean? There's no
they
half
say
jumpers.
Happy wife, happy life.
There's no half jumpers in the
Muguera.
family.
Muguera. You got to keep a Muguera happy.
Happy,
Hey,
that's it.
But yeah,
Sorry.
that's what pisses me off.
Nah, I agree. That's a good one.
that's a Malokia for the double teams.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, listen. Let's do one of our favourites, banana of the week.
Oh. That's from Fortnite, man. Yes. Oh my god. Look at that skin.
Hey, this become Rocco's Rand, the Malakia banana. It's all just one big minestra now. It just
back.
all it is
Blues are
is
back.
a reason for us just to yell at everyone, all right?
The
Because
Blues
now
are back and the Minestra of Merda is back.
this is proudly sponsored by.
Marino Bros.
Ah.
The $60. If you spend over $60, it's free shipping.
Hey,
And
listen.
if you order before 12 a.m, you get it the next day.
That's correct.
So put your bloody order in.
Yeah, put the order in and
Big
order
bananas.
the lentils. Order the
the
lentils.
lenticchia, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they got the
The
good ones.
chickpeas too, pasta
the
chechi. Come on,
chichi.
man.
Hey,
Chichi,
Whatever you want to call it.
Chichi, mate.
The stiff
Oh,
kiochis, the
beautiful.
chichi.
I love it, man.
That's
I love
egg.
it, man.
Anyway.
I'm going to go and make some later. I'm going to make, you know
But you
what
got to
I
have the
like?
parsley too in there, yeah?
Yeah, of course, fresh parsley.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I do like? I actually make a pastina with lenticchie,
Oh, really?
right? And
It's different.
peas.
Oh,
That's
okay.
different.
I like
That
it.
is different.
Just a bit of different.
I
yeah.
like pasta piselli. I like pasta
I
with
like
the peas.
peas too.
Yeah, beautiful.
Stop.
A little bit of cheese on top, magnificent.
I
I'm
love it.
smelling and I'm getting fatter.
Yeah, no, I love it. I love it. That's
Just
good
cool.
for
I
you.
need to go to
I
the
know.
gym.
It's good for you. Nubella broad.
Yeah.
I love a broad. You weren't feeling well last week. Did you get the broad from the nonna?
No, Mum did the minestrone.
You made the that's the same thing.
Correct.
Make the broad fix everything,
It
mate.
does. It does. It's
Fix
liquid
everything.
gold.
I'm telling you, mate.
It's actually liquid gold.
That
They
got rid-
could have fixed COVID.
When I got- yeah, when I had COVID, I
big
had it,
pot of
mate.
broad.
Yeah. When I had COVID, I had
Actually, no,
pastina.
sorry, it wasn't minestrone. It was the proper pastina.
Pastina, yeah.
Oh, you
Just a
gotta go.
plain little pastina.
The
The
chicken
little one.
stock cube.
Brodo.
Which
Yeah.
little
little one.
pastina do you like? How big?
It was the little thin
Oh,
one.
yeah,
Yeah,
tiny little one.
Or do you have the round one
I
with
like
the
the
hole?
round one.
Yeah.
I like the round. I love the round ones too. And I like
Or the little star one with the hole in
Yes,
it.
yes.
That's what the babies have.
But if you cook it too much, it becomes a mush.
You know, you put it for the babies. When you're a baby, they used to put the laughing cow cheese in there. And
Oh,
they used to
yeah.
put it in
Oh,
there.
I like the laughing cow.
Sick.
or you can do the alphabet one. The alphabet
Yeah,
pastina.
ah, that's a pure Aussie spec. Yeah. Aussie spec
Love the
pastina.
So
I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway, banana of the week.
Yeah. All right. So this week.
You got to get the banana,
Oh,
man.
I keep forgetting
You've been
the
forgetting
banana,
this
man.
shit. Come on.
Yeah, I've got to
Getting
be on
old,
the
huh?
ball. I've got to get another no vecchio, mate. Vecchio, mate. That's funny. You know, I used to go to weddings. I used to look at the old people. Now I'm the old person. That's bad. Anyway, listen, I was going to give it to play like Lockie Plowman. Like, he really almost got on my nerves, you know. 9 disposals. He had about 3 turnovers. He had 8 metres gained. 8 metres gained.
I know he's a defender.
Do you
but
know if it
bloody
accidentally
hell.
hits you, it rolls further? 8 metres gained. You must have had a minus. But I can't give it to him. I'm going to give him a
Really?
little break. Nah, we won't give it to him. You know I'm going to give it to? Show us this video.
Against Haywood, driven into the ground, into the back is the call.
Undisputed, should
Has to be 50.
Yes, there's the emotion, the passion
this is
that we're
terrible.
talking
This.
about.
I lost it
Got to be
when I
careful
saw
not to
this.
make it 100 here,
Aye.
Haywood.
Right.
Bossa number
I
11
know. I
can
know.
drive them inside forward 50. Haywood told to stand. Oh, he goes to knocked away by the Swans.
Vergogna! Vergogna! That's una vergogna! Bro, I would have ripped every chair out of the row and threw them on the ground.
I'm going to try this. Right? R2, what is it?
Bossa Venala. What's his?
Bossa
Bossa Venala.
Bossa.
I'm not too
Bossa
sure.
Bulawagi.
No, Bossa Nalvulagi. Bossa Nalvulagi.
Can I see? Bossa Navolagi. Bossa Navolagi.
I think it's Jiba. I think it's Volagi.
Bossa Navolagi.
Yeah.
Bossa Navolagi. Okay, yep.
Anyway, you're a banana. That should be R2 Bossa Banana Raji.
God.
Mate, there's like 2 seconds ago. Kick the ball, mate. Kick the ball. What are you doing, mate?
You know what's funny? Before that, Brendan Speed, the caller, goes, and now he's got a chance to drive North Melbourne inside 50. Why would you go short to goal?
Surely somebody on the bench would have been screaming and just get it in. Get
It
it
was,
in.
look, at the time was...
If you're relying on someone on the bench...
I know, but still.
No, you're not really. And I think there's 25 seconds to go.
49.
Was it?
Yep.
49
Regardless.
seconds.
Doesn't matter, get it in there.
Right. That's
well,
banana.
we'll live and learn from that.
But that wasn't the worst banana. I got 2 bananas.
Oh, okay.
All right, let's have a look at this banana.
The double. Far out, not a single shooter. A double barrel. Oh, God.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, no.
Oh, look at him.
Oh,
Look at him. Boom.
Oh, well.
Oh, Rainer there. Oh, come on.
That's,
Come on, Rainer.
That's a definite
bad.
deserving of the banana of the week, mate.
That's horrible.
That's horrible, man.
He tried to kick the
cover
absolute
of it.
leather off the ball.
What's wrong with you, man?
What is that? Is like, oh my God! When I saw that, like, we were just like, I don't even follow Brisbane. I just, oh my God, mate.
And what are they-
And what I did was, because I was watching it in here, I grabbed my notes and I wrote, that's it. I don't care what happens this week. You cannot beat that. That is as bad. And I know the coach goes, oh, but what are you talking about, mate? Like, it's not his first game. That should have been just a little chip over the thing, man. Like, seriously. Anyway.
Is that all?
Nah, that's it, man.
Well, mine was going to go to the umpire in that game.
Oh, that game there, the Brisbane game?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow.
I mean, we've all seen it. If you haven't seen it and you follow the AFL football, you've been
Which
living
one?
under a rock. Well, there's plenty of them, but the one from Tom Hawkins,
Oh, my
the push in the back,
God.
blatant.
Yeah.
You can't miss. He
That
was
was
in
bad.
front of it too.
You see,
And he's like,
bar.
no. His explanation was, you were both running forward and the momentum took you there. Bro, are you kidding me? He was standing still. And you know what? And he's a germ at this. I love Tom Hawkins, but he's a germ and he exploits it, right? He gets it all the time. He pushes people in the back under the ball and they never pick up on it. He gets picked up on it, but more often than not, he
gets away with it.
He gets away with it.
You got to over beauty there, man.
Yeah, oh, mate, and fuck that up. The umpiring in that game was atrocious. Look, Geelong deserved to win the game, I think, but I mean, I don't want to slam the umpires, but they've been shit.
We've been slamming
Yeah,
hard
they've been
today.
shit, all right?
They were
They've
bad
been
this week,
shit.
man. That was disgraceful, man.
Anyway, and one guy's special mention to the dead shits Carlton.
Now, mine's a bit of a personal one here. Mine's
I
not
like it,
really
I like it,
football
I like it.
related or anything like that, but I stayed at the Elite Gold Coast.
Ah, the
Apartments
elite.
in the Gold Coast.
That sounds nice.
Stayed in the elite apartments at the,
Sounds like
at
it's
the
a
Gold Coast.
letdown.
Now, the room was actually very, very nice. Big king bed for one. No. Now, when I got to the apartment, I said, "Oh, look," I go, "Can I pay for the room with cash?"
Yes, I'm a what?
Oh, God. Yeah.
No worries.
Pull it out
No
like that.
problems. No problems.
okay, all right,
no, the
good.
cash was fine. It was all good.
Legal tender in
Yeah,
Australia.
it is
still.
legal tender. Yep, it's still legal tender. You
Still
know,
legal
because
tender.
when the system went down at the MCG a couple of weeks ago, no one could buy food.
Yes.
Because you could only
Cashless
pay
there.
by card.
You just
Mate,
take it. It's
you
free.
need the cash. You can't rely on computers all the time.
Cash
yeah?
is king, baby.
Anyway, so we got there. Then the accommodation, no problems in the room. Get in. Night goes by. I go out. Burley, surfers, whatever. I come back. I wake up the next morning. I go out, go for a walk around, and then I come back. And the lady who checked me in was working the door gate. Very pretty lady. Very, very nice. I think her name is Holly.
Ah.
So if you're out there, Holly.
Hi, Holly.
Hi,
You
Holly.
just gave like 2,000-3,000 people, like these young kids are going to go look her up on Instagram now.
Anyway, whatever. Anyway, hopefully not.
Spam her inbox with Blue
Hopefully
Broad.
she can find me because she's very pretty.
Spam her inbox with the jumper punch sent you here.
She's,
Wait a second, if
find-
you're on Instagram and that, like,
Well,
she's probably private.
She's
Leave
she's
her.
very, 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 very pretty girl. Very.
you've
gorgeous.
said that a few
Far
times.
out, far out.
And anyway, so I've walked back in, and she's going to get my banana of the week.
Ah,
Unlucky.
unlucky.
Now, she said to me, she goes, "Oh, you Paul?" I go, "Yeah. This, last night checked in."
Did you get the pen out for an autograph?
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't. Are you on the jump? Are you calling the game today? She goes, "Oh, did you get the 60 cents change I forgot to give you last night?" I said, 60 cents. I go, really? I go, you've stopped me for 60 cents. I go, do I look like... I'm like, thanks. I'm like, yeah, thanks. So
Banana
she gets
of the
my
week.
banana of the
She called
week.
you a cheapie, unlucky.
Yeah,
Because
she
it's
got
elite.
TV.
Maybe she was just trying to start discussion.
And what did you do?
Hey,
You
look,
just
she
started
didn't
discussion?
continue.
I was there for business.
Come on, man.
Business.
It's a bit of, what is it?
Look,
a bit of pleasure with business
hey,
or play with business? I don't
look,
know, that's-
I think her name's Holly
can't-
from the elite Gold Coast
Right, they're
Hotels.
gonna-
But if you are out there,
okay. Look
My-
him up.
my inbox is open.
Yeah, that's
Far
it.
out.
That's it.
My
Far
inbox
out.
is open.
And actually, now you want their 60 cents.
Yeah, well,
How much was it?
not
with the
60
card.
cents.
With a card.
Yeah.
That's it.
With maybe her number on it.
I like it. So it looks like there's another trip to the Gold Coast.
Definitely, I'll definitely
like
be
it.
staying at the elite Gold Coast next time
I
I go
like
there.
it.
It's actually a really good stay. So
No, you said
if,
you had a
if
good
you
time.
do see it, I think her name's Holly. If you do see this and eventually see
That's
this,
like 6 times. I don't know.
sorry, this is tongue in cheek. So
Nah, this is tongue in cheek. Yeah, no, it's good. That's good. I'm
happy to take you on a date when I go back up there.
It's like a dating service.
Ask me,
All
sorry.
right. I love it.
The Tinder swindler.
That's it.
No.
It. Just right in his inbox and that's the prize actually. That's the prize. All right. Hey, listen. Big segment, Talking Blue,
Yes.
with the great man Vince and the other great man me.
Self-pump.
Vince. Today, we went this week and we looked back at the 208
Yep.
round 208. I think it was round 11. I didn't write it here, but I
Okay,
reckon it was
right.
round
Yep,
11.
yep,
It was
yep,
Port Adelaide v Carlton, right? And we make this miraculous comeback in the last
Oh, I
quarter.
remember this game. Yeah, I remember this game vividly.
Well, let's watch it.
Have a look.
We are the Navy Blues. We are the old dark Navy Blues. We're the team that never lets them down. We're the only team old Carlton knows.
All right, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Talking Blue with Rocco and Vince. How are you, mate? How's things?
Rocco, I just thought I'd do a northern suburbs.
Yeah, that was a
handshake.
little bit of a north suburb. That's the difference.
And we're back here at the Northside Food Hall in
Yes,
High
we
Street,
are.
Preston.
We found that it was so good that we
So
put
come
on
back.
exactly the same clothes and come to exactly the same spot.
Here we are. I've got my Carlton top on.
Yeah.
There you go.
So today, we're just about to play
Port Adelaide.
Those dirty Port Adelaide side. Mate, Port Adelaide, the worst state. No, we love Adelaide. Let's go.
The best thing to come out of Port Adelaide was a guy called Craig Bradley.
Yes, that's true.
So we should actually thank them for
That's true, man. That's true.
that. But we're going to go back in time today.
We're going to go back in time. This is
14 years ago,
Yeah.
we had a fantastic win over Port Adelaide in Adelaide when we were playing at Amy Stadium.
What year?
2008. It was round 11, right in the middle of the season. It was a wet, raining, cold, blustery day. I remember being there. And it was
That was one of the good days at Adelaide.
in winter. Well, it was also looking like a miserable result too, because just to give you a bit of a build-up.
Let's have this build-up.
We only kicked 1 goal in the first, one goal in the second, and 1 goal in the third.
3 goals.
3 goals, 12 for three-quarter time.
100%.
And Port were 8 goals, 12. So they had a 5-goal lead, 30 points at three-quarter time.
Can I just say this? Shit house.
We were, and let me tell you, it was looking like a really miserable result for all of us who travelled over to Adelaide.
It was Ratton's first full season.
Yes,
correct?
Yes, Brett Ratton's first full season as coach, and Chris Judd's first season with the Carlton Football Club.
Yep.
And as you'll see, there's some fantastic names that play for us that day, and Matthew Cruise's first year.
First year.
For Carlton as well.
You've got to see a young, lanky, skinny bloke kick a few goals.
But this just goes to show you should never write off anyone until the final siren has been blown. Because we basically made a big comeback in the last quarter, and we're going to pick up some highlights now. Where we've already kicked 5 goals.
We've already kicked 5 goals. So what
nothing.
happened is, we decided to show the last 6 minutes, which was a tense 6 minutes, right?
Let me tell you, the Carlton supporters were up and about by this stage.
And I'll tell you, so Cruiser had just kicked a goal.
Yep.
And he brings us to 1 point behind Port. And we take the action from here.
6 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the final quarter.
And you can see he's
We're going to watch the whole lot.
We're going to watch the whole lot. This is like live, like you were there.
Oh, there's Nick Stevens.
There's
remember
Nick
him?
Stevens. He got the day pass. He got out that day. Right, and here we go. We got Simo.
There's a young 24-year-old Cade Simpson.
Look at this, mate. Oh, look at this.
Over to...
Hey, who's that? Satanta.
Satanta, right?
Hey. Satanta, where's Cloak?
That's right.
Cloak's
No, I
still
don't
in
know.
hospital.
There's Dennis Arnfield, very young Dennis Arnfield.
We loved him.
This was his first year too.
Look at this. We love this.
That was his first year for Carlton.
Yes, it was.
Wiggins. Jordan Russell. Look at them. They're fighting for the ball.
Oh, mate.
I know what Brett Ratton said to them at three-quarter time, but whatever he said worked because they just all of a sudden just kicked into gear.
And you can see once the momentum started hitting, they were like possessed.
Yeah.
Here he goes. This Cruiser.
Very young 18-year-old Matthew Cruiser back then.
Who was number 7?
For Carlton?
Yeah.
That was probably Bentic, Adam Bentic. Yeah.
Whoa, that's a name in the past.
Remember him?
Yeah. Here we go. There was Hampson.
Yep. Port Adelaide by this stage has been shocked. They were thinking they were just going to walk away with this win, and all of a sudden they've only got 1 point lead.
I'm telling you, we're possessed here. Look at him.
And there's some familiar names. Dominic Cassisi there.
He was a good player.
Yeah, over to Warren Treadray, their premiership captain from 4 years earlier.
He was a good player, that bloke there. Carlton.
Oh, look at this. That's Sean Grigg. Remember him? He went to Richmond.
He went to Richmond.
And became a premiership player.
Become a premiership ruckman.
Yeah. Don't know about ruckman. But, yeah.
Oh, that's a bit high.
Can you see the tackling intensity had gone right up by this stage? Look at the Port Adelaide supporters. Not happy.
Not happy, Jane. So as you can see here, what's going on?
Here we go.
Oh, look at this off the ground.
Is that Brendan Lade? I think that was Brendan Lade.
Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. Wait, what are you doing? Make it up. Oh, great tackle.
At least he made up for it with the tackle.
Here we go. Oh, look at this. That would have been deliberate.
No, well, at least Simo was there.
There you go. Got touch it.
Yeah.
Got a touch.
Yes, well, Port Adelaide's now got it in their forward line.
Oh, he just slipped out of his head, but he made it up. Look at that. That was a
good
I reckon
tackle
he saved the goal there.
Yep.
So we continue on here. Look, you can just see, man, like it's almost just now.
The ball is like a cake of soap.
It's a cake of smoke. It's just scrum now. All you got to do is just try to.
Oh, look at that!
Just try to get the ball forward any way you can.
That's right. Now there's only just under 4 minutes left in the game. 1 point.
There he is.
There's Mark Choco Williams coaching Port Adelaide.
And
there's Rats coaching Carlton.
We have Bradley next to him.
Yeah, Mark Riley as well.
Here we go. Mate, how tough would it have been? I'm telling you, they would have been wrecked that night.
Well, this was when Carlton first brought out the reverse jumper as well. If you notice, we're wearing the white jerseys with the navy blue numbers and navy blue Carlton emblem. Well, this was our first year of wearing that jumper.
Field. Oh, Wiggo! Mate, I love Wiggo. I love Wiggo.
He's an honest player, isn't he?
He's a good player, mate. If you're watching, mate, toot toot, you'll know what I mean.
Oh, look at this. Andrew Carratops.
Here he goes. Look at
Nick Stevens.
Take the mark. Oh, what are you doing, Gibbs, man? Number one.
In fairness, that ball was swirling around in the wind.
It was tough. It was tough. And he was spewing there. You could see him. He knew that he...
Yeah. That was his second year for Carlton. 2008. He's only 19-year-old there, Bryce Gibbs.
Small head, big-bodied person. You see that? I don't know who he is. All right, here we go. Judd.
Oh, Murphy.
Come on, he'll deliver.
Oh.
What's he doing?
Oh, my God.
What?
I think all of us at the ground were thinking, oh, Murph, what have you done?
Hey, look at this. Look at
this. No left foot.
Now look at Eddie Betts. Watch this. Eddie Betts is going, come on, mate. I'm here.
Oh, well, it was a wet, slippery ball. I'll make some excuses for him.
Here he goes.
But there's Warren Treadwell.
He was losing hair by the tons there.
Now, we've just kicked a goal here. We're just going to show Murphy.
Yeah, so
this is the goal that puts us in front.
Watch this.
There's Jordan Russell.
Jordan Russell. He kicks it over to Simo. Left foot. Kick it, mate. Kick it.
Trusty left foot. Woohoo! What a goal! I was jumping in the stands at this stage.
We hit the front.
Every Carlton supporter was jumping for joy at this point.
All we're saying, I just remember now, just hold the ball. Let's hold the ball.
Still plenty to go. 2 minutes to go. Almost knocked over my coffee then.
Yeah, I know. So we're getting the ball forward now, so we're winning it out.
No, we are winning it.
Look at Wiggins again, mate.
Here we go. Oh, tackle, Scotland.
Come on.
Judd, man. Judd had his kick smothered. But he's going back after it.
Oh, man, the pressure was on.
Pressure.
Come on, Jordan.
Forward line pressure. Oh, they've given away a point.
So that's, mate,
that puts us 1 goal in front.
So now all of a sudden we're thinking, we shouldn't lose it.
And I've got to tell you, Judd played a fantastic last quarter too. He was in everything.
How many times did he lift in that?
He was in everything in this game.
There we go.
Yep, there's Cloak. There's Cloak.
Yeah, Cloak. He was there. He was there.
Nick Stevens. Yeah, him and Satanta had a good. They were singing the Nutcracker Suite after the game.
Cloak needed a kick in the arse to get himself going, didn't he?
Anyway.
And then
there's Wilson.
Come on, that's deliberate.
No, he's thinking, I've got nowhere to kick it.
That is deliberate.
Now there's 1 minute and 24 to go. They could still kick a goal and tie the game.
This is tough, man. You know, 1 minute 24, man. If this was basketball, this would go for 15 minutes.
At this stage, Carlton at this stage had kicked 6 goals to nothing in this last quarter.
Exactly right.
After scoring only 3 goals in the first 3 quarters.
There's Scotto.
Brilliant comeback this game. Brilliant comeback. Look at all those Port Adelaide
What are you leaving for? What are you leaving for?
Hey, muck kick cuts. What are you doing leaving there?
You know why they're leaving? They're going to go and vandalise all the Carlton supporters' cars. Look at this. Cruiser, man. He had a
and there's Bryce Gibbs.
Well done, man. Well
the
done.
Pressure.
Well done. Every
Tackling
ball up,
pressure
every
everywhere.
ball up. We're just going to take off.
I think a lot of these Port Adelaide supporters are thinking, I think we've blown it. I think we've blown it.
Have a shower.
Just like they blew it against Adelaide last week.
Wow, yes. Here we go, Cassisi. Come on.
There's the Fevolution.
Look at this. Oh.
He's got the shaggy hairstyle.
Mate, I'm telling you, if it wasn't slippery there, I reckon he would have had
the shaggy hairstyle.
Here we go.
I'll tell you what.
Here we go, Simpson. He won't miss a target. Bang! Murphy.
Nah, it's Jordan Russell.
Was that Jordan Russell?
Yeah.
Jordan Russell.
So anyway, 35 seconds to go.
So 35 seconds.
I don't think we get to see this last goal, but we kick 1 more goal.
So you can see what happens now.
I think he kicks it after the siren. Doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. So you'll see it. So what?
There's Craig Bradley on the right-hand side there. He was the assistant coach back there.
the pressure would have been on them here. But you think you pretty much got it now.
There's Dennis
Missouri now
Armfield.
for a lot.
Ooh.
Here we go. Wait. And what did YouTube do? They take away the last goal. But anyway, what happens is...
What a great win.
He gives a beautiful kick to Favola. He takes the mark. He goes back after the siren and he drills it.
Slots it. 7 goals to nothing in the last quarter. What a famous win.
That was a great win.
The atmosphere in the rooms afterwards was just
I think we were
electric.
pumped, and you could see, look at the crowd, man.
Yep.
There you are.
I don't think so.
So,
but I'll tell you what, it was an unforgettable win.
That was an unforgettable
Fantastic win.
We've actually had some really good wins against Port Adelaide,
We have.
Many, like, very close games. And
yeah, it's been, in fact, there's been some on both sides of the fence.
There's been both sides, yeah.
Obviously, Simo had some memorable matches against them, having played his 250th against Port Adelaide, where we looked like we were going to lose, and then we kicked, I think, 3 or 4 goals in the last quarter. And
is that when Cruiser
kicked
make a name for yourself, young man,
and he kicks the winning goal, and they get up by 2 points, and I think that was not only Simo's 250th, but it was Michael Jamison's 150th and final game for Carlton.
So look, there's been a few,
and of course Simo played his 300th against Port Adelaide,
and we also won that in a close one.
We did.
Right. And I think it was along the wing there. He was, I think...
No, we didn't win that game. No, we lost that game. But Simo...
The 350th?
No, the 300th game.
What at the 350th? There was another game.
He hasn't played 350. He played 342.
There was another game that was a close win and he was... You sure?
That game there? That's the one where he kicked the last goal.
He kicked the last goal.
But Simo had his 300th against Port Adelaide. We lost the game, but he got 3 Brownlow votes because he got something like 37 possessions.
Yeah, that's right.
And played a fantastic game in his 300th. So, anyway, another player who was a famous Port Adelaide player that we talked about before was Craig Bradley.
Yep.
Craig Bradley played his last game of football against Port Adelaide.
He did too.
And he also got 3 Brownlow votes in his final game of football.
He did too. You're absolutely right. So plenty of
champions.
So we're going to come up with.
Let's hope that Carlton have another memorable win this week against Port.
Yeah, so we'll come up with this week. We'll see what happens. So that was good. I enjoyed that.
Love going back in time.
Yeah.
Down memory lane.
We'll see you next week.
Yes, you will.
For another, we don't know what we're going to do.
Another edition of Talking Blue.
Yeah. So.
Well, it's against Fremantle next week, so we might pull out.
We'll see what we
something special for that.
Anyway, guys, thank you for joining us and
go Blues. See you, mate.
Well done.
All right. How was that? That was a good memory,
Epic
man.
match.
We had kicked 3 goals for 3 quarters.
That game, right? Oh, go on.
No, and that's it. And in the last quarter, we had to kick I think 5 to win the game.
That game, I remember that game because I actually never watched that game live, but I've watched the replay countless times. That game, I remember that game vividly because do you remember the old Panasonic flip phones?
Yeah.
Remember iMode?
Yeah. Nah, that's a Motorola.
Was it Motorola?
Motorola.
Panasonic had it too, though.
Nah, Motorola.
Was it Motorola?
Motorola. Hello, Moto.
Hello, Moto.
Because my old man had a Panasonic that had iMode on it. There's a Panasonic flip... I know Motorola, but Panasonic had a flip phone too.
Yeah.
And it had iMode. And I remember it was like the first sort of phones that we had that you could check the live scores with.
Yeah, on the internet.
And I was at home on the phone like that because at that time we didn't have Foxtel or pay TV.
Of course.
Yeah, we didn't have it. He had it.
I was privileged.
Is a privilege.
You've always had it. You've always been right up
I had
there.
everything. Yeah. Anyway, keep going.
And I'm pressing refresh, a goal. And then we've hit the front. And I'm like, Dad, we've won. We won. Then I've seen the highlights on TV, and then I've obviously gone back and watched the replay and stuff.
Yeah, no, it was a great game, man. I'll tell you, I remember watching that. That was a great game. Vince was there.
He was there, wasn't he?
Yeah. So, that was a good game and a great comeback. We've had some big comebacks with Port.
I know.
Like some great wins against
this week again.
My interstate trips have not been kind to me of late.
No, they haven't.
No. Gold Coast.
Well, your last 2, Sydney?
Yeah, Gold Coast and Sydney, 2 stink pots.
No good.
Third time lucky. Sometimes.
Nah, you've been to Brisbane.
Brisbane we've won.
You're 1 and 3, I think.
Yeah, 1 and 3.
A little bit lucky.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
The last couple of years, 1 and 3. Anyway.
I don't think the coach was happy.
Again?
Yeah, let's have a look at this.
You are I'll tell you what. You've got the bloody football game beats. You come down here, not concentrated. Keith, you've done the typical bloody thing. The ball's gone over. Oh, I couldn't come back to your knees. And you probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
The end bit there is great. And you probably don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
Clearly.
Made some great sprays there, man.
Ron Barassi, wow.
mate. Remember last week?
Ron Barassi.
Even for a Carlton supporter, especially for a Carlton supporter, but Ron Barassi, man, he used to give apparently some
Big
hard
sprays,
sprays. And I've talked to some of the old players that have been coached by him, right?
Brutal.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Go personal.
There's a reason why he's the best.
Yeah, well, that's it, man. That's it. So yeah, so there you go. There you go. Hey, one of our favourites.
This is the best cutscene.
I know.
This. The guy in the middle. Look at
cazzo sta
look at his head.
Che cazzo sei? Ma che cazzo? Ma che cazzo so? Fatti i cazzi, Fatti i cazzi.
That is.
Get guts! I love the guy in the middle.
No, because what? Yeah. So they're just talking, and he just rocks up and starts talking to him, and he goes, "Hey, what the fuck are you, man? Look at cats."
The best.
All right. We got some good ones here. Let's look at this first one here. In the old days, let's have a look at this.
One album.
Hiya, Dogface.
Iggy, how are you, mate? Listen, welcome to the show. The first time I saw you was in Detroit a couple of years ago, live in concert. What's wrong? Don't you see me? You behave yourself. Now listen, we've got to ask you some sensible questions. The first time was a couple of years ago. Was with Iggy. Will you concentrate on the questions?
What in God's name is he on?
He's under the influence.
He had too much jelly beans.
Yeah, he was flying.
Now, in again my days, that was normal. Like you'd watch that, there was like Iggy Pop is like roasting on the screen, you know, and there he is. So there you go. Hey, listen. Sometimes, right? Someone sends a message, and you need an interpreter because not everyone understands.
That's correct. Yes.
Like, really, we should have an interpreter for me most of the time.
We are your interpreter.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why we're here with you.
So the WA Premier had a very important.
Is this the one? Oh no, I don't know, but I know.
Oh
which one
God!
this is.
This is an important message to keep Aboriginal people safe.
And this message is probably an important one to keep everybody safe one.
You can die from the corona or get really sick.
You can pass away from this corona, or you can get really sick one.
It's time to get the corona needle to keep people and country strong.
Again, it's time to get them this needle, long corona, to keep them but all the people and country proper strong one.
Can I give an impromptu banana of the week to the person who approved that? You know when that first came
I actually
out,
said the same thing. So first of all, this isn't about the Aboriginal. This is about
Mark McGowan.
Well, what?
And the WA.
So I'm not laughing at what the translation was. I'm laughing that they thought that they needed
to do.
What's?
You know what? The video just explains it
Yeah.
all. It was one of the weirdest things.
So bad.
I thought it,
and you're right.
I thought it was a skit when they first did it.
Yeah, like a hey, it's Saturday.
Like, do you know those things on the? What do they do now? Like they actually put people's faces onto other people. What's it called?
Deep fake.
Deep fake.
Yeah.
I thought it was a deep fake of the Premier.
But you're right. Like someone would. They would
have to approve of it.
And then someone's going to approve it and go, right, we're going to put this on TV.
I'm sorry, they took it down though.
Yeah.
Did they?
Straight away, yeah. He's a dickhead. That's what he is. Fucking dickhead.
Wow.
Look, you know what? You know what they say? If you don't laugh, you'll cry.
No, we're going to laugh about it. No, that's funny. It was just funny that, as I said, when I seen it, I couldn't believe that someone approved that. Look, what are you doing, mate? Are you serious? Are you serious? This is who's running our country, mate. Wow.
All that state, yeah.
Let's keep on the politicians.
Oh, no. Here we
Let's
go.
have a look at this one.
Can someone please provide me with a definition of what a woman is?
Oh my God.
Department of Health. Definition of a man. Definition of a woman.
Anyone.
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 Pretty basic. Basic stuff. Professor Murphy.
Look, I think there are a variety of definitions. And I think
Just a simple one.
perhaps to give a more fulsome answer, we should take that on.
You're going to take on notice the question of what a woman is.
No, well, there are a variety. It's a very.
Look at the wry smile. The wry little smirk. He knew we had him.
The best part is when everyone pauses. Anyone?
But then he goes like, for a woman or a man, any description, anyone, and the bloke just he won't say anything, like because mate. I reckon he had that question in his head all night. He's going, mate, I'm going to get him tomorrow.
He planned it, yeah.
I'm going to get that. Shit. This is the world we live in.
It was last year, like, pick up the phone, man. Someone pick up the phone. Someone pick up the phone.
Mate, that was...
Fucking hell.
This is the world we live in. Hey, listen.
Yes, it is. Yes.
How about... Let's get back to... I like this couple.
Okay.
Let's have it. Just let's have a look at it.
Yep. Yes. Carlo and
I'm washing it with the soap.
Why not?
Why not? Now you know how many days I have to cook a coffee without to freaking feel the chemical of the soap in my coffee.
It's just soap.
It's no soap.
He's right.
He's 100%, man.
It's
Now,
spot on.
for the Australian, they don't understand, man. You do that. By the time you take out those chemicals, man.
See you
and
later.
this is
Throw
what
it
hap-
out. Throw it out. It's brand new.
Nah, I serve that coffee to the Australians that come over until it gets better. Nah. That's exactly right, man. You don't do that, man. You don't do that, man. I love it. Hey, listen, when we were kids, man, our cartoons were a bit different.
Yes.
Let's have a look at this one.
Hidden Adult Jokes Part 5.
What kind of costume you gonna get? Well, I'm gonna get something that makes me look tall. How about another head? Another one? What do I need 3 of them for?
Oh my God.
That was the Flintstones, man. That was the Flintstones.
Sexual innuendo.
Yeah, there you go.
There was heaps of
Barney
them.
Rubble.
There was heaps of Hey, listen, if we're going to do dirty jokes, let's go to the man himself, Bob Hawke.
There's 3 dogs in the vets. 2 Labradors and a Great Dane. And the black Labrador said to the golden Labrador, he said, what are you in here for? He says, oh, I'm the world's greatest pisser. He said, I piss all over the bloody place. And he said, I reckon if they take my nuts out, that'll sort of fix me up. What about you? He said, I'm the world's greatest digger. He said, I dug up a hole in the house today. Same thing, they reckon if they take my nuts out, that'll improve me, I'll be better. And they look at Big No, what about you? He said, I'm the world's greatest humper. He said, I'd hump a telegraph pole. And he said this morning, the lady at the house got up and she had a shower, got out of the shower and rubbed herself down. She leaned to pick up something. I just couldn't help myself. So you're the same, you're here to get your nuts out. He said, no, I'm here to get my nails clipped.
Shit.
Good old Bob. It can't be good old Bob.
Oh, God.
Gotta love a bit of Bob Hawke.
That's goated. He's a goat.
He is the goat, man.
Love a bit of Bob
And I
Hawke.
looked him up, man. Bloke could drink.
Oh,
He
mate.
holds the record for the quickest
skull
of a yard of beer. I think it's like 11 seconds or something.
What's a
like that.
yard? How big's a yard?
I think it's one of those tubes, isn't
It's
it?
like a
Those
tube
long
like that.
tubes like that.
And you ever seen the footage of when he's at the cricket?
Yeah, he just decks it. Yeah.
He just decks him, man.
And now if you neck a beer at the cricket, you get kicked out.
Heck.
It's a good old Bobo. Love him. Still most favourite.
He was just one for the ages. One for the ages. Your true
classic.
dinky die. There for
I'm telling you,
Aussies. There for
him,
people.
Jack Elliott, man. Like they just put them into a room together, and even though they were opposite, weren't they?
Yeah, correct.
But same character. All right, we have got one of. This is the fans' favourite. Fans' favourite. Hey? Been a hit, man.
Paul's call.
Paul's call.
Bang.
And Paul's multi, which we'll get
Yes, we will definitely get to that too. So there's going to be... I'm not going to do anything live at the moment or anything this week, but what I thought we'd do is we'll cut up the highlights.
There is going to be one.
There is going to... It's Paul's call, but it's literally Paul's call. It's the highlights from... If you haven't seen it yet, I advise you to. Go on the AFL website.
Yeah.
Click the little three circles to take you to the sub menu. Hit VFL. Scroll to Gold Coast v Carlton match videos. There'll be a full replay there.
Yeah.
You can hear my dulcet tones. Or if you want to watch the mini match, there's a 15-minute mini match.
That's it.
Watch my
So all
highlights.
I'll do is everyone.
But here is my. I've just clipped up a minute of the best bits from the Gold Coast Carlton VFL game for everyone.
Missed it away from him. Kemp goes back into lay a tackle. McPherson, handball back. Ended up with Jez McLennan. He was wrapped up as soon as he won possession of the football. Crocker with a kick towards goal. Don't tell me he's kicked this. Oh, Ben Crocker! Goal of the day, Ben Crocker. Didn't see much of Murkov in that third term. Probably being saved up for one big thrust at it in this final quarter. Chincotta steps around his opponent. Does a little 1-2 with Nunes. Lovely kick out. Lace out towards Ned Cahill. Now he's got Matty Cottrell running out the back, and Cottrell's going to get on the end of it. Now that's what the Blues were looking for in that third term. That easy target out the back, ripping and surging back towards goal. And Matty Cottrell has been the beneficiary of some fine ball movements, slicing their way through the Gold Coast defence, the Blues. But he should have no problems here from point-blank range. Made the goal umpire work a little bit. Got some time and space here. Trudgeon. Crocker, there you go. He finally gets out the back. Decides to go by a hand. Nunes can steady. Goes short. Maybe that's not the required 15. Doesn't matter. Oh, Philp. Jeez, he skewed that off his boot, but he's kicked the goal anyway. Hit the lead by 5 points. It's been a real arm wrestle, though. Really well done by Murkov. Was smart. Let his opponent go up in the ruck, and he stole the footy off him. Mac Andrews there for the Suns. They try to figure it out their way via hand. Cahill to Crocker. Snap towards goal, Ben Crocker. The Blues' finishing power in this second quarter has really come to the fore, and figuring out his way through trouble is Hurst. Philp trying to barge his way through. No, it was Kemp. Ended up with Cottrell. Blues can go inside forward. 50 kick almost chopped off. Ned Cahill, a little handball over the top. Plenty of time and space. Snap around the bodies. An absolute.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Bang. Big game. Big
That's
call.
good, man. That's good. That's
fun.
good that we heard that because, it's good. Listen here, do some serious calling. Yeah, but
doing it by myself, as I said.
Yeah. And the reason too, man, you just pretty much flew in.
Yeah,
and
mate,
came straight here.
Fly it, mate. Bang. The flight was delayed too.
It was delayed 2 hours.
So not ideal, but bang, I haven't stopped at all.
That's
this
it.
week, which
That's
has
the
been
commitment
good,
of the boys.
But we do have Paul's multi live here.
Yes.
Because the multi's usually recorded Monday morning in
because
Monday
of the Sunday games and all that,
Correct.
they're kind of stuffing us around. But let's do
now.
the multi.
Let's go through the multi from last week. So we had the multi was West Coast at the line against Collingwood. Tick.
Done.
St Kilda at the line against Hawthorn.
Done. Easy.
Tick. Geelong -3.5 against Brisbane.
Oh, easy. Tom
Guess
Hawkins
what?
in the back, mate. Beautiful. Get the one there.
Guess what the last leg was?
Which one was the last one?
Carlton at the line against Gold Coast. 2 weeks in a row they've stuffed it.
I lost you.
Oh, you lost the mouse. Yeah, you've lost it.
Thanks.
2 weeks in a row.
You know what they did? They gulada.
Yeah, mate. They
Bella gulada.
Apple piso.
No. They hoodwinked you.
Yeah, they did. They did.
They did.
Anyway, so look, the tally's now down to $1,250. So we're still in profit, $250 this year, which is, reasonable. That's pretty good after 4 rounds. So the multi this week is going to be 5 legs. So I'm going to go with the Eagles and Swans game. So the winner to win by under 15.5 points. So both teams to win by under 15.5 points as 1 leg. The Bulldogs to cover the line. So they need to win by 33 points or more against the Roos. Saints to win by 20 points or more against the Suns. Lions to win by 28 points or more against the Pies. And I don't know if I've learnt my lesson here, but I'm going to go third time lucky. Carlton -10.5 versus Port Adelaide. Carlton to win by 11 points or more against Port.
I think we're safe this year. This week.
I think we'll bounce back. So the odds for that are $33.88 at the time of recording. A $25 outlay will get you a return of $847, but that's what I've outlaid for the tally. So the tally goes down to $1,225.
Nice.
But as always, gamble responsibly and just you bet what you can afford if you want to.
Yeah.
Have $1 on it.
You have $1 at 50 cents, whatever you can afford if you want to have something on.
Yep.
Don't be a hero.
Yeah, this is
don't ever and as I stress and as a form analyst and what I look at is don't get to a point where you're shaking about it or you're doing anything like that. You shouldn't even have to think about it. It should just be So don't be silly with it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I reckon if your heart's palpitating a little bit, you shouldn't be doing it. Like, it should be a bit of fun, man. It should,
Correct.
And this is the way we do it.
Exactly. And at the moment, this is the reason I'm doing it. We want to make profit.
Yeah.
And we are at the moment. We're in the green this year.
Just like the Blues?
Yeah, we're in the green.
We're in the green. That's all you can do.
I'm going to aim to keep it in the green. So
nice.
Good stuff. Very good stuff this week.
All right. Let's go to this segment here. We're almost done. This is part 5 of the Road to the Rumble in the Jungle.
Boom.
Who wants to be king?
The fight had to be made. Don King gets a signature from each man on a contract promising Ali and Foreman $5 million apiece to fight for him. Problem was, Don King did not have $10 million. He contacts a representative of the newly formed nation of Zaire. It was a former Belgian colony where pretty much any disobedience meant losing a limb. The nation of Zaire agreed to host the event and pay all the expenses. Zaire didn't care for George Foreman. It was hard enough just being Muhammad Ali's opponent.
We gonna get it on because we don't get along. I don't like him. He talks too much. The man's in trouble. The man is scared. He's in my country to start with.
But it was George's cold demeanor and unfortunate pet choice that sealed the deal. The Belgians used German shepherds as police dogs during their colonial reign of terror. So when George's dog joins him at the press conference, he turned the whole country of Zaire against him. While George brooded, Ali was in the process of inventing hip-hop with his rhythmic creative bragging.
Because when I whoop this man, I want to be declared by all as the greatest of all time. That's right. Because the stage is set. I'm 32 years old. My legs are gone. This man is strong. You talking about how great he was, and now we're going to see Get them all out at your theaters, and you write everything you write, but I'm gonna make you eat everything you say against me, all of my critics.
I injured a stone and I hospitalized a brick. I'm so bad I make medicine sick. I'm so fast, man, I can run through a hurricane and don't get wet.
Every morning, Ali was joined on his runs with locals not far behind chanting what translates to Ali, kill him.
Ali, Boombaye, Ali, Boombaye, Ali, Boombaye.
Fast. Last night I cut the light off my bedroom, hit the switch, was in the bed before the room was dark. Incredible. Fast. Incredible. You, George Foreman, all of you chumps are gonna bow when I whoop him. All of you. I know you got him. I know you got him picked. But the man's in trouble. I'm going to show you how great I am.
60,000 in attendance cheered him on. Ali knew none of those people were in there to help him. He shouted at George like a man trying to shoo a bear out of his yard. Ali was a 4-1 underdog.
The time may have come to say goodbye to Muhammad Ali, because very honestly, I don't think he can beat George Foreman.
Ali, Boombaye, Ali, Boombaye, Carlton, Boombaye, Carlton, Boombaye.
That'll be the chant this week.
That's it.
That's killer.
Why don't they get that running around the ground next week?
Kill them.
Come
Mate, imagine
Cheer
opposition
Squad.
supporters.
They're shaking.
Come on, Cheer Squad. Instead of this Carlton, let's imagine that Port Adelaide have got their stupid. What do they got?
Never tear us apart.
Never, we go, Port.
Do you know what I think? The
Imagine
best
that.
one in world sport is the haka.
Ah, yeah.
Oh, mate, I love
Straight
the
at 'em.
haka.
Straight up.
It also
I
means
love
something,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Absolutely love it.
They do the whole.
Yeah.
I love it, man. That's sick.
And they do that one. They do that.
They do that.
It's the mad dog.
The blood.
The mad dog.
The blood.
Mad dog. He's got to get a mention every day, every time. You know, it's like Seinfeld. There's always a mention of Superman.
Yeah.
Or a picture, or the little statue.
Or Bob Sacamano.
Oh, Bob Sacamano. All right, it's been a big show. This has been a big show.
Beads of sweat on top of me.
Closing. Instagram, TikTok, subscribe, like.
Subscribe.
See, we are the translators.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to the Jumper Punch, Blue or Broad. What
Almost
else?
Blues Brothers.
Everything.
Yeah, definitely subscribe to our new
Make
channel.
sure you hit the like button on this right
Do it
now.
right now.
I mean, if you
Do it
got
right
to the
now.
end,
We've been
Where's the
doing-
hypnotic?
We've been
Mash
doing-
has got the hypnosis.
Nah, yeah.
if you got to the end again, and I'm sure you have, hit the like button.
No,
again.
hit it. And look, they've been doing good. We've been getting heaps of likes, and definitely like to subscribe to our new channel.
Yep.
Yes.
What are we up to? Do we know?
230.
Okay.
All right, we've got to get to that 250. Come on, guys, let's do it. Let's go, and then pass it on, share it on, because and this week, if you're going to watch The Wait, you have to subscribe. You don't have to, but subscribe.
No, you have to.
Yeah, no, you have to. And trust me, you're not going to want to. Also, check out our merch.
Yes.
It's definitely out this week. I'm telling you.
It's out this week.
If it's not, well, I'm going to have to go pay him a visit.
We're going to pay him a visit.
And it ain't going to be pretty.
Nah.
Yeah. And if, like, this is, like, too long for you, go on to Spotify.
Yep.
Listen to it in parts.
Listen to it in
Correct.
parts.
20 minutes here, 20 minutes there.
Yep.
We did have a... Did we have a comment last week?
Wow, I've got that.
Oh, sorry.
I got that.
We had a comment.
Yeah, we had a comment last week. All right, and also, yeah, check out all the things. And also, our good friend Vince, check out In the Blue Corner. Very controversial. You think we're controversy. He's controversy. So that's a good way, a different way of looking at stuff. Also, our sponsors.
Yep. Melbourne Coffee Roasting Co. Brandon Bevilacqua.
Thank you very
Give it a
much.
sniff.
Still some
Mate, it's
and Marino Brothers.
And Marino Bros.
Marino Bros.
Yep.
Whatever
Go
way
and
you
get
like
those
it.
Lindiki, mate.
And we do have some work with some other sponsors as well. That
Yeah, so we've got
in the
something
works at the
coming
moment.
up, so get ready. There could be a
Competitions too,
competition
so
coming.
Keep a keen eye out. It might
Yeah.
be revolving, might be something to do with photos, but we'll
Yeah.
keep you guys
We've got
posted.
something in play, mate. It's going to be a big
We'll keep you
prize.
guys posted.
Big prize. And, well,
You
I
went down again?
Of course.
Because you get
Who? Oh, you went.
He
Oh,
gets
you
it.
went. Did you go to see?
I had to leave last time, so he continued on with the story. Remember, he went to go and see his daughter at school.
Con again.
Agape more. Agape.
Agape. He went to go see school, and she was in the cafeteria.
Yeah.
So he's going, hey, when he saw me, he goes, rock, and he goes, in anyway. And he went straight into the story, and here it is.
Okay.
Beautiful.
She's a good girl. So I walk up to her, and she no even look up. She put her down deeper in the book. I'm getting closer, coming, closer, closer. Head getting deeper, deeper, deeper in the book. She not even hear me coming. I come right up to her and I sing, Happy birthday to you, Rola, surprise! And she is so surprised, her face go like this one. Go like this. No, I say, it goes like this one. Goes like that. And she said to me, Papa, what are you doing here? And I say, I come to say happy birthday. And she said, Papa, my birthday not till Tuesday. I say, couple of days.
Couple of days.
I
love going just to speak to him, man. It's fantastic, fantastic. All right. We're going to thank some viewers here. Always, I love the messaging. This one here. Yep. I don't know if they're doing this deliberately because I can't pronounce no one's name anymore, but this is...
Saif Sahil.
That's the one.
Saif Sahil. Yep.
Absolutely solid episode from solid blokes. Love your work, boys. It's got me watching at 2 a.m. That says enough.
That is commitment. That is commitment.
Sounds like me on YouTube.
That's
great.
commitment.
That's it. That's it. But you're watching other stuff. Next one.
Come on, man.
All right, you're going to pronounce the name here.
John Mariui.
Very good.
Yeah, not bad, huh?
All
That's
right.
a lot of FIFA.
Just watching the JP today. I was the one wearing the JP hoodie screaming out, Rocco, 10 rows behind me. Love you boys a lot. Can't wait. So he's the one I said last week after the Hawthorn game.
okay,
He pulls up his top. So, John, good on you, bro.
Bit of a backstory there. We verse him in indoor soccer.
Do you?
Down at Futsal Oz, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
There you go.
Before the jumper punch, and I didn't know he watched it. And I didn't know he went for Carlton. We had some verbal.
Exchange pleasantries.
Yeah, just gave it to him a little bit, and
That's all right, it's okay.
We did win that game too. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sorry,
There
John.
you go.
No, he's a good kid. He's a good kid. He's
No, well, I'm telling you,
I like
man.
him.
I went
I
down
like
there,
him.
shook his hand, man.
Personality, which is good.
Hey, who's this bloke?
John.
No, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey McElhenney. McElhenney.
McElhenney. Hi, boys.
I'm enjoying your crap from northeastern Thailand.
I love it.
And waiting for the giant to awaken, and it's going to be epic.
Now.
I think you were speaking about Ferrari.
No. Well, the thing is, first of all, let's dissect this. Hi, boys, I'm enjoying your crap. So I don't know what that means. Is it good? Is it bad?
No, I think it's good. I mean,
it's
that's
good.
the
Yeah,
way
yeah,
he comes
yeah,
across
yeah.
like when I speak.
So the next one is, I'm in Eastern
definitely
Thailand. I'm waiting for the giant to awaken, and it's going to be epic. Now, I don't know. I don't want to know your private life. I don't know what you're doing.
I think he's speaking about Carlton.
I think so. But anyway, let us know.
Hold on, it's my zip.
God.
Let us know about the epic night you had. Anyway, this one here, I love this one here. Michael Smith.
Yep.
Boys, good show, but way too long. Nearly 3 hours. Wait to see this one. I didn't have time to watch it. I have to speed it up in a lot of areas and skip segments.
Skip segments.
I mean, but as I said, watch it in parts.
And
You
I
can
did
watch
write a
it
message
over
saying,
time.
look,
That's
I
all right.
understand, but you can watch it in parts or you can watch it on Spotify. But that wasn't the message. Then our mate Nathan Gorga writes back, sounds like a you problem. Well done, Nathan.
Anyway,
Loved it. Love all
appreciate
the
the comments,
messages.
Michael.
We
Thank
love
you very
all the
much.
comments, man. We love it. And we love doing this show. All right.
And there was also, I
Tell us.
can't load the picture up, but I couldn't load the picture on Instagram because, on Instagram, sometimes it runs out.
Yeah.
The picture actually, you can't go
we
back
lost
and
it,
see
yeah.
it. But I want to give a shout out to Alberto Angelopoulos Rufato.
I'm glad you said that.
Italian and Greek.
Yeah,
That is a bit of... That's a cooter.
he shouted me down at P1 nightclub and he goes, "Hey, Paulie, it's from the Jumper Punch, Bubba." I'm like, "Yeah, that's me. We got a good photo, but I can't bloody put it up because I can't see the darn thing on Instagram." So if you're watching, send it in again and we'll get it up as well.
Definitely get it up.
Unless your work's gonna sack you,
Love it.
hopefully not. But
Good
yeah,
stuff.
That's it. All right. Big show.
Huge show.
Let's hope next week we can change that sign back to the blue.
To blue and
I think we will be.
All right, so the Ferrari did do it, yeah. So what race is that this year? What race is that?
that was number 3.
Number 3.
And Leclerc is leading the championship
All the way.
by 34 points.
Love
it could be sailing into the sunset.
Oh.
The Red Baron.
So you could be seeing your 9th or 8th?
8th.
Oh, that's
8th driver's title. And I think
okay.
The most
Where is
recent run.
the next race?
Next race is in home ground, Imola, in Italy.
Correct.
So I can't wait.
Nice.
2 weeks' time.
The last time a Ferrari won the Drivers' Championship was with Kimi Räikkönen in 2007.
Wow.
So it's been a long time between.
They've had chances. 2017, 18.
Do you also know what happened in 2007? Carlton won the NAB Cup.
Yeah. And in closing,
Wigo played that day, didn't he?
he did. Simon.
Yeah. Did Chief play in the 2007 NAB Cup?
Yeah, he's a 2 times Night Premier.
Oh, really? Is he really?
What is he? NAB and Wizard.
Wizard 2005, NAB 2007.
I've actually got the video.
Really?
The video. Not the DVD.
Oh, the Wizard Cup.
VHS.
Yeah.
Whoa,
That's
mate.
dirt.
I reckon that'd be worth a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, maybe about 35
I've got actually all the things on video.
That's great.
That was a huge crowd that day, that night. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 50,000 there.
Yeah,
Unbelievable.
we celebrated
Fuck,
like we're on the
that's
grand final.
disgusting.
Yeah.
For that goal from Fev.
Favola from the pocket has kicked a ripper.
And they actually did, because I spoke to a few players, they celebrated like it was the grand final.
Yeah. Well, we'll find out in a couple of episodes' time with a certain number 33.
Yeah,
Yes.
we've got a big one for 33, so you're going to find out some stuff there. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah. So everyone get on there, watch the weight, everyone.
And, like, subscribe,
comment, get the merch.
all.
Let's see you Sunday. Let's cheer on the Blues and
Go Blues!